Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ironworth Trading Show. Face ass. How y'all doing? I'm gonna let a few more people come in before I actually get started. But I hope y'all having a wonderful week. It is hump day, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, May 6th, 10:40 p.m. I'm 20 minutes early today, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're gonna chop it up for a bit, gonna give people a little bit of time to come in. So we finna kick it for a second before everybody else make their way in. I'm finna do a sound check real quick and make sure my audio is together. So y'all bear with me. Let's see something real quick. Just mic check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, mic check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Okay, mic check. Cool. Okay, mic check. Cool. It sound good, loud and clear. What's up, John Digger? A lot of y'all money is real long, so y'all don't even need to be here. If your money is real long, okay, you can sit and listen. You still could learn. It's going to help you a lot, but I really want this message to get to a lot of people tonight, okay? So we're going to make sure I stay on topic because this is a very important topic right here. What's up, Ironworth traders? Welcome in. If y'all just joining us, tonight is not a regular live stream, okay? It's a masterclass. Everybody that knows me know, I probably do a masterclass every time I go live. Right? All my followers know. Y'all know when I get on here and when I go live, it's pretty much a masterclass. And you about to get hundreds, if not thousands of dollars worth of information. And all you got to do is pay attention. All right? Now, welcome in. Again, this is a masterclass. I need y'all to lock in. What's up, Jazzy? How you doing? I'm about to cover something tonight, y'all, that got the potential to genuinely change how you see money forever. Okay, forever. I'm Coach Price. This is Ironworth Trading. And if you're watching me for the first time, let me be very clear about who I am, y'all. I am not a fucking guru. I'm not your hype man. I'm not here to hype you up and blow your head up and kiss your ass. None of that. I'm a scholar and I'm a student. I'm a student of financial literacy and I study this shit for fun. And then I teach it to people because a lot of people out here suffering from information that they were never given. Okay, my people perish from a lack of knowledge, right? A lot of our family members never learned financial literacy enough to teach it to us, and that's why I dedicated my free time to doing it. So tonight we're gonna go all the way in. The first topic I really want to talk about is buying power. All right, a lot of y'all trade, a lot of y'all are investors, and you know what buying power is. But for the people who don't, I want you to know what it is, how you build it, how you protect it, and what do you do with it when you finally have it. All right, but we're not going to stop there. We're going to talk about cash accumulation. We're going to go over risk management, passive income, ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of y'all love passive income, right? Or at least the thought of it. Who don't want money coming in while they sleep? Everybody should want money coming to them while they're asleep. Everyone should want their money to make money for them. Okay? Hayden says, heck yeah. Okay, that's what I like to see. Yeah. We're going to talk about credit. A lot of people hear credit and they hide. They tuck their head in the ground like an ostrich and they just ignore it because they feel like, I got bad credit. There's something you can fucking do about it. It doesn't have to stay that way. Okay? So I need y'all to do me a solid one. Like the live. I already got 607 likes. Whoever got that going, I appreciate you. Y'all share the live out. Share it to your story. Share it to a few people on your friends list because a lot of people need to know this. Again, we're going to talk about cash accumulation, how to accumulate cash for buying power. We're going to talk about risk management, how to protect the buying power, passive income, how to gain buying power. We're going to talk about credit because a lot of y'all don't realize that there's something you can do to fix it. And if you already have good credit, you don't know how to use it. Entrepreneurship, all right? A lot of y'all scared of business and you shouldn't be. We're going to go over tax write-offs. I'm going to talk about a lot tonight because you can't just talk about buying power in a vacuum. All of it needs to connect. And tonight, I'm going to make sure I connect it all for y'all. All right. Do me a solid one. Tell me where y'all listening to me from. Rep your city real quick. Rep your city. Rep your city. What city and state you listening from? We got GA in the building. Okay, that's what's up. Fresno, Cali in the building. Panama City, Panama in the building. Y'all see how it be people from all over the nation in the live stream. All right, so that's all I need. I don't need 100 people in here right now. It's quality over quantity at the moment. We got New Jersey in the building. All right, well, let me be honest with y'all before anything else. I know why most of y'all came to the market. I know why you came to the futures market. I know why you came to the stock market. I know why you came to the crypto market. I know why you came to the Forex market. I know why y'all traders or why y'all investors. I know why. You didn't come because you love candlestick charts. No, you ain't doing this shit just to look at candlestick charts. You didn't come because of that. You came because you need a way out. Am I right or wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Are you doing this shit for fun or do you need a way out? Let me know, y'all. Let me know. Let me know. Come on, engage, engage, engage. Engage for the maximum wage. What did you come to trade and what do you trade for? Hayden says a way out for real. Be Lovely says need it. Okay. Do y'all remember why y'all came to the market for? Do you remember why you trade? Do you hold it in the forefront of your mindset while you trading before you trade? Do you know why you doing this shit? Because I think a lot of people tend to forget why they doing it. If you knew, you would trade like your life depended on it, right? Somebody says trying to get out from under corporate America, says John Digger. Yeah. Yeah. You came because the paycheck isn't stretching far enough. Am I right or wrong? You tired of that hamster wheel with the piece of cheese in front of you. You came because somebody told you trading was a way to make fast money and you need fast money, right? And I respect that. I respect that, y'all. I done been there. I know some of y'all desperate. I respect that desperation because at least it means that you looking for a solution. At least it means that you looking for a answer to the problem. But here's what I really need you to hear me say tonight. I want y'all to hear this part loud and clearly. The market cannot save you if you come to it desperate. Do y'all hear me? The market can't save you if you come to it desperate. You can't come to the markets with that desperation. Do y'all hear me loud and clearly? I hope y'all do. I don't see nobody saying, yeah, coach, we hear you. Yeah, I hear you. John says true. Be Lovely says true. I need more people than that to let me know that y'all hear me though. All right, just talk to me, y'all. Let me know before I move on. Huh? Yes, okay. Now, I know this to be true. Desperation makes you reckless. Being desperate makes you reckless. Recklessness blows accounts. And I have watched too many people blow everything they came with trying to find a shortcut that doesn't exist. All right. Let me see something. I know TikTok gonna get me if I don't. Let me see. I know I need to add. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. Let me get this right. TikTok gonna get me. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. Hold on. Let me get my goat up here. Where the reset button at? There we go. There we go. Real talk. Something as simple as that. TikTok be they are not to play with. They'll cut my whole live stream off. All right, we good. Okay, like I was saying, y'all, you can't come to the market desperate. I done seen a lot of people lose a lot of money being desperate. Thank y'all for being patient. So I'm gonna teach y'all about the market tonight. I'm not just gonna teach you about the market. I'm gonna teach you how to build a financial ecosystem. I'm talking about a whole system where trading is one piece of a much bigger picture. By the time we done tonight, some of y'all gonna realize that you've been missing pieces that you didn't even know were available to you. Okay. Now, the first thing we need to go over is cash accumulation. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk about cash accumulation. If y'all new here, hit the follow button, all right? Now, no cash equals no buying power. No buying power equals no trades. This is where everything begins. You can't take no fucking trade if you don't got no buying power. All right? No cash equals no buying power. All right? I know this shit sound like it's self-explanatory, and I know a lot of y'all like, duh, but nah, listen, I'm telling you, people come to the market with 20 bucks, 100 bucks, lose it. I mean, they need to make that 100 turn into 1,000. This is 100 bucks they need. This is $200 that they need. They can't afford to lose that $200 that they are coming to the market with. Now, I mean, that's 200. Imagine a person who's coming with 2,000 that they can't afford to lose. Imagine a person that's coming with 10,000 that they can't afford to lose. So we're going to talk about section 1. We're going to talk about accumulation. Accumulation, cash accumulation. I'm starting here because without this, don't shit else tonight apply to you. You cannot talk about buying power if you don't got no money. You cannot manage your risk if you have no cash. You cannot invest. You cannot trade. You cannot build anything without capital in your corner. We know this, right? So cash is ammunition, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it like this. Think about it like if you show up to the market without cash, you show up to a fight with no weapon, and the market does not give a fuck. It's going to whoop your ass. It's plain and simple as that. That's what's going to happen. All right. The market don't care. The market does not slow down for you. It does not give you extra time because your account is low. You either come prepared or you're going to get exposed. All right. Now, when I say cash, I'm not just talking about what's sitting in your brokerage account. I'm talking about liquidity. All right. I'm talking about liquidity, the ability to move, y'all. When you have cash, you have optionality. You can literally choose. You have options. You can wait for the right setup instead of forcing trades. You can pass on a bad week instead of digging yourself into a hole. See, cash is patience. And when you got patience, that's profit. All right. Now, I know a lot of y'all like, okay, dude, we know we need fucking cash, but we ain't got it. I know some of y'all got it, but some of y'all don't. And I want to talk to y'all. I want to explain to you, how do you build it? Okay, you need to worry about cash accumulation. How do you build cash to where it's just coming in? I'm going to give y'all the fundamentals, and I need you to write this down if you're not already, or maybe remember this. All right, the first thing you need to do is pay yourself. Yeah, you need to pay yourself first. Y'all ever heard that saying, pay yourself first? Anybody ever heard that saying, pay yourself? Do you know what pay yourself means? I'm talking about before any bill, before any subscription, before you buy anything, a percentage of your income needs to go directly into savings or investments. I'm talking about on an automatic level. You need to automate it. This is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. I am here to teach you, not tell you what to do. I'm here to teach you what to do. You need to make that shit disappear before you can spend it. Pause before you purchase. I'm telling y'all what's going to help you. You want to trade? You want to make money in the market? You need buying power. You need buying power. You need cash accumulation. You need money coming in. And what you going to do with that money? It matters. All right. It really does matter. What you going to do? Barbecue or mildew, y'all. Y'all know how it go. Now, the second thing, you should track every dollar. You should track every dollar. I know that that's not a sexy answer. I know most people are leaking money. They got holes in their pockets, holes in their pocketbooks. I'm talking about they leaking money and they don't even know where it's going. Money just disappearing. They make $6,000 and they ain't got shit to show for it the next week. Or they make some money and don't got shit to show for it the next week. See, a lot of y'all got subscriptions that you forgot about. Maybe some of y'all eating out 5 times a week. Okay? Drinking good coffee, good Starbucks. That shit add up. You cannot fix what you're not measuring. If you do zero accounting, you're not holding yourself accountable because you don't take a look inside your accounts. You're not tracking what's happening inside your account, so you're not holding yourself accountable. You're doing zero accounting. And you wondering why shit working out that way. All it takes is a little bit of lesson. Get on YouTube, do a little bit of research on how to do your own accounting if you can't afford an accountant. You still should learn. They don't teach this shit in school. And a lot of our parents don't know it, so they're not able to teach it to us as well. Are y'all picking up what I'm laying down? If so, all I want you to do is share the live. You know, like the live. If you new here, hit the follow button. Third thing I want you to pay attention to is everybody in this chat right now. I'm speaking to everybody that's listening. And if the algorithm brought me to you, or if the universe brought me to you, if the Most High allows you to hear my voice right now, it was meant for you to be heard, for you to hear this. You need to create another income stream. Yes, you need another stream of income. Are you opposed to another stream of income? Tell me. Are y'all against adding another source of income? Ladies and gentlemen, let me know. In the chat right now, y'all let me know. Are you against another source of income? What could you do with the extra source of income right now? I really want to say multiple sources of income, but I want you to think about that for a second. Okay? Because remember, this is a buying power masterclass, right? You definitely can have more buying power if you had an extra source of income. Y'all, create a second income stream. Your job pays your bills. Some of y'all don't even got a job. Some of y'all got careers. Some of y'all, retired, whatever. Create another source of income. All right. This side hustle is going to build capital. The capital becomes your trading account. That's the pipeline. You want to go from job to side income to investment account. That is the path for most people that's starting out. Okay? And fourth, a lot of y'all got money just sitting there. It's just sitting there. It ain't growing no interest. It's actually losing value due to inflation. All right, put that shit in a high yield savings account and let that little money grow. That's your little 2-3 months of income saved up in case of an emergency, because we all know life be lifing. But your money is sitting in a regular bank account earning 0.01% interest. That shit is costing you money because of inflation. Inflation running at 3 to 4%, right? You got SoFi, they paying 4 to 5% APY right now. Your cash should never sit idle. Now, I'm not telling you to make a SoFi account. I'm just saying, put it in a high yield savings account. How many of y'all are currently using a high yield savings account, or do you got your money in a shoebox, not gaining any type of interest? Just sitting is your money just sitting there, not growing? Think about that for a second. If your money is sitting idle, not growing, it's losing value. Your money is not working for you. Money has to circulate. You ever heard that saying before? It's a reason why it's called currency. All right? You ever heard stagnation equals death? Y'all picking up what I'm laying down? I want to show y'all some again, and I want you to be honest with yourself too about where you fall. 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck right now. I ain't talking about poor people, right? Not poor people, not just one demographic. I'm talking about 78%. You got people with jobs, people with degrees, people who look like they doing fine on the outside, living paycheck to paycheck. And the average person has less than $400 available right now for an emergency. $400 between them and a financial crisis. That means if their car get fucked up, if they get fucked up, a medical bill, if they do so much as miss a shift, any of that can start a spiral that take years to recover from. Right now, that's where we at. So someone comes along, maybe it was me, maybe it was a TikTok, and say you can make money from trading. And then that desperate person with 400 funky ass dollars in a prayer open up a Robinhood account and put it all in. And within a week, they done lost half of it. Now they worse off than where they started. I'm not judging that person. I understand that person, but tonight I'm going to show you a better way. Because trading is real, yes. The opportunity is real. Fuck yes. But the foundation has to come first, ladies and gentlemen. It has to. Okay? It absolutely has to. I break cash building into 3 phases. Phase 1 is survival. This is your emergency fund. Y'all think about this for a second. Why don't you have an emergency fund? It is important. Some shit pop off. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to pull from a bucket of money that you had set to the side for if some shit pop off? Because guess what? You never know what's going to happen. There's things called unexpected. So I like to expect the unexpected. I expect some shit to happen that I don't expect to happen, which means I expected it to happen. So I'm a little prepared because I expect something unexpected to happen. I know that sounds kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? But it makes sense if you get what I'm saying. This is survival. 3 to 6 months of your expenses should be sitting in a high yield savings account, y'all. This money does not touch the market. This is your fucking parachute if you fall out the sky. If your account blow up, if you lose your job, if anything goes sideways, this money right here that you put into the side, this is why you don't end up in a catastrophic situation. This is why you won't truly be fucked up. You with me? Now, the second phase is growth capital. You need to grow some money. Everything beyond your emergency fund that can actually go to work. This is what you're going to put in your brokerage account. This is what you invest. This is the money that you can afford to be in the market because your survival money is already secured. Put a W in the chat if you understand that. I know a lot of y'all already do, but I'm here to teach. I'm here to teach. I know somebody need to hear this. And even if it ain't y'all, it's somebody that's going to watch the replay on YouTube. Even if it ain't y'all. Phase 3 is deployment. Thank y'all for the engagement. Yeah, stage 3 is deployment. This is when you have enough money to be strategic about it. This is where your money actually works for you. You're not just surviving. You're not just dabbling. You are positioning, okay? You making real meaningful moves at this point. You buying assets. You entering trades with the real size. Enough money, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward type of thing. But you letting money work at a level that actually changes your life instead of penny pinching and bullshitting and pussyfooting around is what my uncle them call it. So most people never get there because they skip phase 1. Don't be that person, y'all. Don't be that person. You feel me? Y'all don't be that person. Now, this is an Ironworth principle that I'm going to die on. I'll die on this hill. Invest first. Trade second. See, y'all pretty much saying fuck the future version of yourself. Like, damn, you don't care about the one day. Let me tell y'all something. One day, and a lot of older people can vouch for this, you're going to look back and wish you had or got started. You're going to look back and wish you had have invested. You're going to look back and be like, damn, a lot of that money that I had, I could have invested. I could have done so much with a lot of the money that I had, and I just didn't do it, right? That's called mildew. You don't want to mildew. What you gonna do? Barbecue or mildew, right? And a lot of us waiting for the right moment to come. That shit don't never come. Right now is the only right moment. So invest first, trade second. Investing builds wealth. Like my mama used to say, slowly but surely. Investing builds wealth slowly and consistently. Trading is a skill set. Don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. Trading is a skill and it does amplify your wealth. I'm not knocking that. But you need a foundation before you get to add speed to that shit. A lot of people come to me asking about day trading. They want to know about options and futures. And my first question is always the same. Do you have a Roth IRA? Do you have index funds? Do you have dividends? Do you have REITs? Do you have anything building in the background that is not dependent on you being right about a fucking trade tomorrow morning? Excuse my French, y'all. Most people don't. That's ass backwards. I get upset because I don't like seeing people waste money, throw away money, lose money. I don't like seeing that shit. All right. And then people be sugarcoating shit. Like, I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing for y'all. I'm gonna cuss you clean the fuck out because what are you doing? Trading is high risk. This is a high risk, high skill activity. It takes time to master. So in the meantime, your money should be growing somewhere, right? Put a W in the chat if that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, please tell me so I can explain it to you. I'll wait. Do 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 do. Trading is an applied skill. Most people want popcorn money from the trading industry. It don't work like that, says 773 Eric. It don't. That's right. It don't. So it should take time to master. In the meantime, your money should be growing. Like, put it in VOO. Put it in SPY. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you an example. Put it in a Roth account where it can grow tax-free. It can grow interest. It can compound. Tonight, y'all, if you don't know what compound interest is, I highly recommend you do some research. Ask ChatGPT to explain it to you like you was a kid. Get on Pinterest and look up everything that got something to do with compound interest. Get on YouTube and watch videos about compound interest, because Einstein said, he who understands, or I'm gonna say he or she who understands compound interest will get paid compound interest. But those who don't understand it will end up paying compound interest. Let compound interest do what it does while you developing the trading skill. That is the professional approach, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Ironworth way. I'm not making this shit up. I'm going with the professional approach. That's what I teach. So, invest first, trade second. Are we clear? Everybody, are we crystal clear about why we do that? A lot of people say, I don't invest. I don't buy stocks. I just trade. Okay. Rambling about that gambling, that's fine. Don't then. Even if you don't buy stocks, there's a way for you to invest. Maybe you need to be in the stock market. Maybe you need to invest in yourself. But the investing part does come first. Invest in studying, invest time. Either way it go, investing comes first. Trading comes second, no matter how you want to put it. Now, buying power. Back to buying power. This is the main event. This is what I came to talk about. Buying power. We're going to define this shit clearly so don't nobody leave this live stream confused about buying power. This is the total amount of capital that you got in your brokerage account to take a trade. Buying power is the total amount of capital available to you in your brokerage account to place trades, right? So this is the part that beginners don't really get. Like, it's not just the cash that you deposited into the brokerage account. In certain account types, your broker will give you an additional amount of capital on top of what you put in. Did y'all know that? Can somebody in the chat let me know? Let them know what I'm talking about. Tell them about the gun line, boss. Tell them about the gun line, boss. Yeah. They'll give you money, extra money on top of what you put in. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called I'm I'm waiting. Ain't nobody in the chat gonna put it. Drumline. It's called a margin account. This is called margin. And margin is where shit gets interesting, okay? If you have a cash account, your buying power equals exactly what you deposited. Are we clear? A cash account means this is how much money I put in, that's what's in there. That's how much buying power you got. Whatever you deposited. $1 equals $1 of buying power in a cash account, right? That's simple. This is no leverage. It's perfect for you if you're a beginner. But if you got a margin account, your broker can give you 2 times, sometimes 4 times your deposit in additional buying power. Let's say you deposit $5,000. You might have $10,000 to trade with. Now, I know this shit sound amazing, right? It can be amazing, ladies and gentlemen, but that borrowed money can cut your ass. It can cut both ways. Your gains are amplified, but so are your losses. Are we clear? Are we clear? Y'all get what I'm saying? If you put 5,000 in and you fuck around with 10, you got 10,000 to trade with in the margin account. You see? Why ain't nobody saying nothing? What's up? What y'all got going on? Okay, Be Lovely said clear. Yeah. What is you doing, y'all? What is y'all doing? Eric says that's correct. That's what's up. The OGs is locked in. John Digger said clear. I just want to make sure, y'all, so I don't, want to make sure people is tapped in. You feel me? Also, it helps me tremendously with engagement every time y'all say something. So feel free to ask questions, to comment. It really helps me out. Share the live if y'all want to. Hit the share button, share it to your story, send it to a couple people. You feel me? And tap the screen maybe if you can a couple times. Because listen, tapping is clapping. Yeah, y'all, when y'all tap, it's just like clapping. Tapping, I need y'all tapping while I'm yapping. Because TikTok do this weird shit where they show the live to more people. The more y'all tap the screen, the more people they show the live to. The more y'all comment, the more people they show the live to. The more y'all share it, the more people they show the live to. So y'all help me as I'm helping y'all. We helping each other. It's a win-win situation. It's a beneficial relationship. I'm useful to you. You're useful to me, right? It's the useless motherfuckers that we need to stay away from, y'all. The useless TikTok. They don't help you at all. You understand me? And some people come join your TikTok. They'll join your live stream and they're not there to help. Now, let's continue. I don't want to get carried away. There are 3 types that you need to know. 3 types of buying power that you need to know. It's 3 types that at least I want you to know. Okay. We got cash account buying power, dollar for dollar, no leverage, no margin calls. This is the safest place to start. This is where a lot of beginners belong until they understand what the fuck they doing. All right. You need to be in a cash account until you know what you're doing. You don't need to lose more money than you actually got when you just getting started at all. Now, margin account buying power. This is where the broker lends you money on top of yours. Sometimes 2 times overnight, 4 times within the day if you're an active trader. So I'm talking about more power. Yes, it's giving you more power to take more trades or bigger trades. But I need you to understand and overstand that if your trade goes against you by 50%, you have lost your entire real deposit. Not just half of it. I'm talking about all of it. Y'all need to respect that before you click any buttons. Before you get on there and just go to clicking buttons and shit. Okay, because you didn't want to get help or you thought that you could just do it on your own. You can, but you're going to learn the hard way. All right, it's going to hurt. And then we have options buying power. This shit works differently. See, when you buying options, your buying power required is just the premium that you pay for the contract. When you selling options, your broker will hold a margin requirement as collateral. Now, I'm going to say this clearly. Y'all need to understand options before you trade them. If that was just complicated to you, you have no idea what the fuck you're getting yourself into. So you really need to understand options before you trade them, not after, before. I'm going to say this shit loud and clear again. Understand options before you trade them, not after, before. This is what this community is here for. So you can understand and overstand options before you trade them, not after. Advice on finding the next SanDisk. How about we look at Chris doing work? How about you start with stocks that are under $30 and look at them. Use a screener, Chris. Chris doing work, I have advice for you finding the next SanDisk. Learn how to use a stock screener. That's the best advice I got for you, Chris, doing work. If you learn how to use a stock screener, you will find the next SanDisk, okay? All right. Now, I have to talk about the PDT rule. They said they was probably getting rid of the pattern day trader rule, right? It's pretty much if you make 4 or more day trades in a rolling 5-day period in a margin account with less than $25,000, your broker will flag you as a pattern day trader. Once flagged, your account is restricted from day trading until your balance is back above $25,000. Has anybody in the chat ever been hit with the PDT? They supposedly getting rid of it if they haven't already gotten rid of it. I'm not sure, y'all, but yeah, I had to talk about this because this the rule that trip up a lot of new traders more than anything too. All right, if you make 4 or more day trades in a 5-day period or a rolling 5-day period, right, in a margin account with less than $25,000, the SEC, okay, basically the government, they gonna flag you as a pattern day trader. Once you're flagged, your account is restricted from day trading until you get your balance back above 25,000. Baba says they're not getting rid of it completely. It'll be $2,500 soon. Instead of 25,000, the limit will be 2,500. So they're going to flag you. Once you flag, your account is restricted from day trading until you get your balance back above 25,000. But here soon, Baba said it's going to be 2,500. Now, I know y'all, I know you might be sitting there with $1,500 thinking you're going to flip it into 5,000. And you're going to put it in, you're going to put on 4 trades in a week, and suddenly your account locked, and then it happened, it happens constantly. Don't let it happen to y'all. This shit happen to people all the time. Don't let it happen to you. So this is a way for you to work around that. Y'all ready? Use a fucking cash account. Love beyond desire. What's happening? Yo, use a cash account, y'all. The PDT rule does not apply to cash accounts. Or this is what you could do. You could build your account to 25,000. That's an option too. Because at that point, it don't matter. Or swing trade instead of day trade. That's another solution. I had to learn this shit the hard way. You just had it handed to you on a silver platter. All right? By chocolate personified. Now, hold your positions. You can hold your positions. That's swing trading is where you hold your positions overnight. Or you might hold it for days. And at that point, the pattern day trader rule is completely irrelevant. Or is another option. A lot of y'all do prop firms. Look into prop firm accounts. Those operate under completely different rules. But literally, y'all need to know your options so that you never caught off guard. You feel me? Know your options so you never caught off guard. Now, I want to ask y'all, how do you grow buying power? Right? Everybody want more money to trade with. First of all, everybody that's here, if you new to trading, if you never taken a trade before, these people putting money in the market and they getting more than what they put in. A lot of people putting money into the market and they losing what they put in though. So it sounds quite like a casino. I'm here tonight to talk about how do you grow buying power. This is what people want to know. I'm going to give y'all, again, it's unsexy, but I don't give a fuck. I'm going to give you the unsexy truth. You grow buying power consistently, not quickly. You grow buying power consistently, not quickly. If y'all don't hear me right now, it's going to hurt you. You're going to be trying to make this money quickly every time you get in the fucking market. Every day you take a trade, you're going to be trying to make money fast instead of consistent. But if you hear me now, you will come out on top. So first, consistent deposits. That's right. Chris doing work says base hits is better than home runs. You get it, Chris. Chris gets it. Chris gets it. Treat your brokerage account like a bill. All right. Do y'all hear me? You need to make consistent deposits. Treat your brokerage account like it's a bill. Make this shit a habit. Okay. Every paycheck, you putting something in. I don't care if it's $10, $20, $30, $50, $100, $500, whatever you can. See, the account is going to grow. The buying power grows. Patience and consistency beats one big deposit that you're going to immediately fucking lose anyways. Don't do it. Second, you need to reinvest your profits. Right? A lot of y'all make money on the trade or on the stock or on the future or whatever the case may be. Don't pull every single win out of your account. Y'all need to let this shit build your base so that you have, let it compound. Stay with it long enough to see your efforts compound. The bigger your base is, the more you can size positions intelligently without taking excessive risk every time you take a trade. Basically, without putting too much dip on the fucking chip. Y'all be tripping. Third of all, I can't stress this shit enough, right? Don't blow it. How about we just don't blow it? A lot of y'all come to the market like, hey, coach, can I make $2,000 a month doing this shit? Can I make $200 a day doing this shit, coach? You come into the market thinking about how much money you can make, right? But preserving that capital that you came with is allowing you to grow the buying power. Every single loss that you take is future buying power that you no longer have access to. All right, y'all, I'm gonna be in Chicago. If y'all in the Midwest area, we doing a live event in Chicago in a couple of months. You interested? You might want to inbox me to get on this wait list. You do not want to miss this event. Inbox me if you interested. So listen, every loss that you take is future buying power that you no longer have access to. I'll be in LA soon, Chris doing work. We'll be there probably later on in the year or maybe the beginning of next year, Chris doing work. Could be sooner. It just depends on how things work out. If y'all in the LA area, I love the West Coast. So yeah, we gonna definitely be out there as well. My colleague in the chat, 773 Eric, he'll be out there with me. He'll be helping me teach futures. Y'all go follow Eric as well. 773 Eric. So yeah, like I was saying, y'all, don't blow the money. Every time you take a loss, you fucking up your future buying. You can't even buy nothing in the future. Ain't no trading for you. You just fucked up the money that you were supposed to trade in the future because you took a loss. You don't got that money no more. And then you try to get it back. You're not getting it back. So when you revenge trade, it's the dumbest shit that you can do because you're not getting that money back. That money is gone. It's in someone else's hands. Someone else got that shit. Now, yes, you can make more money after that, but that money that you just made is completely new money. It's new money. It's not the same money you lost. So get that out of your head that you need to make it back. You're not making shit back. You're going to make something completely different. The windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror. Love beyond desire. The windshield in front of you is bigger than that rearview mirror that you're looking inside of, looking back behind you. All right. Every time y'all blow y'all account, right? Every blown account is months or years of rebuilding. You got to rebuild. It take you months to rebuild a blown account. Every time you blow all that money, it take you a while to get back right. So come to this shit with protection first. Protect the bag. Secure the security. I can't stress that shit enough, y'all. Growth is going to follow naturally when you protect that account. Y'all put a W in the chat if y'all get that part. Y'all get that? Y'all get that much, right? Let me know if y'all get that much. That's what I'm talking about, John. Appreciate you, man. I'm making sure. I'm glad y'all listening. Be lovely and Leslie. Yes, sir, Coach Eric. Okay, Hayden and Love. I'm glad y'all listening. I ain't gonna say everybody's name, but I know the people in class that's paying attention. Y'all the generational wealth builders. Y'all are the architects, the architectures of your family's legacy. Now, what do you actually do with buying power when you have it? What do you do with buying power when you have it? Because this is where people get confused. They think the goal is to use all of it. It is not, and it is not. Learn how to lose is that's a big thing people skip over Wall Street or Omega Zo. They don't know how to lose. They don't know how to take a loss. They afraid to lose. Sissified. Afraid to take a fight. Go pick up a gun. You think you a man with that gun, don't you? I'm a man without it, face ass. No, for real. Learn how to lose, y'all. I'm dead ass serious though. Learn how to lose. What do I mean by that? I mean that you gonna take a loss in this shit. You need to learn how to lose. You need to learn that a small loss does not get smaller. Okay? So while you looking at that loss and it's a small loss, you might want to take that small loss. Take that L. Take that L. Okay? Take that L, because if you don't take that L while it's a small loss, it will turn into a bigger one. They don't shrink. You down 2% on that trade, it ain't gonna magically delicious go to 0% and then give you money. It don't work like that. It does sometimes, but you fucking up your brain. You fucking up your fuck buying power. You fucking up your brain power thinking that it is gonna work like that. I still watch a lot of people get in a trade, the shit go the wrong way, and they like, but it could go back up. But your ass ain't thinking about time decay. But your ass ain't thinking about implied volatility. But your ass ain't thinking about even if it's futures, right? Even if it's futures, they not thinking about momentum. You're not thinking about volume. You just trading. Some of y'all trading P&L, etc. You ain't even looking. You're not even looking at the chart. You don't even know how to read candlestick charts or any type of chart. So, like, let's just stop for a second. Let's slow the fuck down. Let's slow down, because this is where people get confused. You enter what you do with buying power. You enter only on high conviction setups. What is a high conviction setup? That's a grade A trade. What is a grade A trade? That means this shit is most likely to happen. All right. I don't care if you investing. I don't care if you trading. It has to be a high conviction setup. That means you did the homework. You did the analysis. You looked at the chart. You checked the macro picture. Basically, you looked at the bigger picture. Okay. You looked at support and resistance. You looked at the highest that the price has been. You looked at the lowest that the price has been in the past day, the past week, the past month. You back tested. You are not in the trade because you felt like trading or because somebody in a damn Discord said that this was the thing to do. You in this shit because your system said go. So you're going to size your positions correctly, meaning that you're going to risk 1 to 2% per trade maximum, okay? Not your whole account. You only got a certain amount in there. You shouldn't be using the whole thing. Not 10%. I'm talking about 1 to 2%. That type of discipline is going to let you survive a losing streak and still be in the game. Now, if this losing streak, let's talk about that just for a split second. You can have a losing streak, but as long as you take small trades, I mean, when I say small trades, I mean, as long as you take small losses, it don't matter. You can take a bunch of losses if they're small losses, because a couple of wins is going to outweigh the losses. Probability over predictability. Y'all know that's my motto over here. Y'all know I'm all about risk management, but I'm all about risk to reward ratio, and that mattering more than anything. You taking a small loss is going to allow you to stay in the game longer. I don't care what nobody say. Fuck what you heard. And anybody that tell you anything different, tell them to let you trade with their fucking money. All right? Tell them to give you some buying power before they tell you not to use a stop loss or anything less than that. They lying to you. They don't care about your buy. I care about your buying power. I know how it feels. So I'm telling you to take small losses because it protects you and it allows you to take another trade. So again, don't do your whole account. This discipline is what's going to let you survive a losing streak and still be in the game. You need to reserve 20 to 30% as dry powder. Do y'all know what I mean by dry powder? Anybody ever heard that term before? That you need to have some dry powder? Huh? Always be lovely. You gotta have some buying power put to the side in that account for when an opportunity arises. How can you do that when you got this shit all tied up in positions, and whether you over diversified or under diversified, whatever the case may be, your shit tied up. No buying power. That you can't do shit. When the shit hit the fans and smell like chitlin, eggs, and ham, it's time to get funky face side. I'm serious though. I'm serious. I'm joking, but I'm serious at the same time. You need to be ready for when the shit hit the fan. See, cash waiting for opportunity is not cash sitting idle. Are we clear? The money that's sitting there is waiting for an opportunity. It's not just sitting there. It is cash that you are using that is being strategic. The best trades often show up when you least expect them. Do y'all hear me? A lot of people in the chat can vouch for that. To the beginners, pay attention to the people in the chat that explain. They be like, yeah, that's true. Watch them, because them the people that know. They done did it before. You see what I'm saying? The truth will repeat itself. The lie gonna stick out. If you already fully deployed, all your money is fully deployed, you don't got no buying power, you can't even take advantage whenever this opportunity, whenever the best trades show up, you won't even be able to do shit about it. And I don't want that to happen to you. That will not happen to you, because you are going to execute this information. Because knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. And every single person in this chat got this power to where they can, y'all can manifest it. Y'all got it coming to you, right? Like magnets. We don't chase wealth, we attract it. Because if you chasing something, it's running from you. You talking about you chasing this paper, I'm chasing it. Yeah, okay, keep chasing it. We ain't chasing shit. You can't make nothing happen in the market. I keep telling y'all that. I'm going to keep telling y'all that. You can't make nothing happen in the market. It has to come to you. You let the market come to you. You need patience. Patience is the most, listen, you need patience. I'm just going to put it that way. Yeah. Now, the most profitable use of buying power is often doing nothing while you wait for the right moment. Don't chase nothing. We wait, y'all. Everybody put the word wait in the chat if y'all get what I'm saying. Put the word wait in the chat if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, patience. Fucking patience. Wait. Let the market come to you. That's what you can do with that buying power, is wait. Wall Street said you can't risk $500 to make 30, but guess what, Wall Street? They, I would rather a person risk 500 to make 30, but let's put it this way. Not risk, let's use the word leverage. Leveraging and risking is two different things. 773 Eric said, Bible says, be in a rush for nothing. That's right. But yeah, you can't risk 500 to make 30. I don't like that. He's right about that. But you can leverage 500 to make 30. I can leverage 500 and I can risk 10. I have $500 on that trade, but I'm only willing to lose $10 out of it. Okay. And I'm going to take profit at $30 though. You see what I'm saying? See how this shit work? But anyways, look, hear me. Let's go to the next one. I don't want to get stuck. I got so many more slides, y'all. So many more slides to share. It's only 11:33, and I know people gonna start saying goodnight on me by the time I get halfway through this shit. And I'm gonna really save most of it for the if y'all enjoying this, you don't have no idea how much fun we finna have at this live event. Y'all really don't want to miss it. All right, so I want y'all to burn this into y'all brain, right? Buying power is not a license to gamble. Just because you got money to trade don't mean you could just do whatever the fuck you want in the stock market. That don't make sense. Oh, you got this money, so you think you just finna come to this shit like it's a dice game, and whoever got the most money finna walk away with the most money? No, it don't work like that. This shit is a tool. It's a tool for people who already know what they doing though. Because if you don't got discipline and you got more buying power, that just means you finna lose money. It just means bigger losses faster. Thank you for following, Wall Street. I appreciate that. I thought you'd never do it. Hey, Wall Street, it took you long enough. I'm just talking shit. So yeah, y'all. If you don't got discipline, you just gonna lose money faster. So it's not the capital that makes you profitable. It ain't the money that you got that's gonna make you money. It is the skill. You need to master the skill first. The money is going to follow. And when it do, you just need to be ready so that you can use that money correctly. You need to be able to use, because if you fucking up $100, what you think you finna do with 1,000? If you can't manage $1,000, what the fuck you think you finna do with 10,000? Look what you do with $1,000. What you think you finna do with 100,000? We got to get your shit together in a bag. All of it, your shit together in a bag. Your shit, all of it together. We need to get it together. You know what I'm saying? Love the honesty for real says love. Yeah. Ain't no use to lying. Do you want chocolate covered shit or shit flavored chocolate? They say neither one, coach. What the hell you talking about? No, for real. Chocolate flavored shit is really shit. It just tastes good. Motherfucker will tell you anything. It sound good, but it's bullshit. Shit flavored chocolate is real chocolate. It just don't taste good to you. You don't like the way it tastes, man. Me for not eat this. Me not do this. But look though, hear me out. It's the skill set. So you master the skill, the money gonna come after that. Now we're gonna talk about risk management. Risk management. I need y'all to hear this too. Stop trying to make money. Stop trying to make money. You hear me? All you traders out there, everybody that want to trade, you say, I want to be a trader. I want to learn how to trade, face ass. Stop trying to make money. You have already started making mistakes the moment you come to this shit trying to make money. The moment your goal is to make money. I know that sound crazy, right? That sound crazy when that's literally what you came here for. But the moment your goal is to quote unquote make money, you have already started making mistakes. You need to take trades, right? When you do that, you start taking trades that you shouldn't take. You end up losing trades longer than you should. You hold a losing trade hoping that the shit gonna come back because you trying to make money. You double down when you should cut the loss because you trying to make money. You playing offense with no defense because you trying to make money. And in the market, a team with no defense is gonna lose every single time. Y'all heard that saying, defense win games, right? Win championships. Wall Street says, yep, learn the skills. Let me tell y'all something. If you change your goal from trying to make money to make your new goal, y'all ready? Your new goal is to protect what you came with. Your goal is to protect what you came with. Do y'all hear me? If y'all disagree with that, guess what you can do? You can get the fuck out the live stream. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just a little jokey joke. You ain't gotta go nowhere. I'm just talking shit. But for real though, come on now. I mean, this shit is common sense. All right? Protect what you came with. You trying to make money and shit, but you about to lose what you came with. Your job in the market is to survive long enough to get good. And the only way you're going to survive is long enough to get good is through risk management. Not a perfect strategy. Not you getting somebody telling you what the fuck to buy. Not you having a prediction. It's literally you managing your risk. Sometimes I just watch the chart and do nothing, says Wall Street, that part. So y'all, risk management is you making sure you protect what you came with. That's what risk management is all about. That is the difference between you being a real trader or a gambler. That's the difference between the traders who are still here 5 years from now and those who are not. Okay? Now, I already told y'all stop trying to make money. I'm slow with these slides. Now, this one right here is going to keep you in the game. This is going to keep y'all in the game right here. Hey, y'all, can I get a round of applause? Or can I get some type of a follow? If y'all think this show is well put together, I think y'all should hit that follow button one time. What the fuck y'all think? I think y'all should hit the follow button one time. Share the live stream out. Maybe tap the screen, share. I don't know what you do. Do something, goddamn. Do something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and if you're in the Midwest area, we will be having a in-person event that you do not want to miss. You want to get on the wait list, inbox me. It's going to be in Chicago. It's going to be in Chicago. We will be coming to a city near you, though, if you're not in the Midwest. All right. So, yeah, this 1% to 2% rule. Let me go on with the show. This is the professional standard, and I need you to understand it at a deep level. Not just a number, but as a philosophy, okay? I'm going to slow this shit down so y'all really get what I'm saying. Never, ever come around here. No, I'm just playing. Never risk more than 1 to 2% of your total account on a single trade. Yeah, John Digger, it will be something that you can watch. You will be able to watch it. It'll be after the fact though, John, for those that don't make it in person. Because I want to edit it and make it look real good. You know, we're gonna get it recorded professionally. It won't just be on a TikTok live stream, John Digger. As long as we get to watch it. No doubt, John. No doubt. But yeah, do y'all get what I'm saying? Never risk more than 1 to 2% of your total account on a trade. Y'all look at what's on the screen real quick, right? Look at what's on the screen. All right. $5,000 account. How much is 1% risking? How much are you risking if you risk 1% of a $5,000 account? You are risking $50 a trade. I know a lot of y'all like, damn, that's it? Listen to what I say by risk, though. I didn't mean leverage. The contract could cost $200-300. The position could cost $500. I don't care. My point is, you can only risk a certain amount per trade. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, if it gets to where you're losing this much, you're done. You're out. You're done. You shouldn't be risking more than that per trade. 1% mean you risking $50 per trade of a $5,000 account. Not $500, not $1,000. You shouldn't be losing $500. You shouldn't be losing $1,000. You shouldn't be losing $50. I know this shit sounds small, and if it, that feels small, but here's the math. At 1% risk per trade, you could have 100 fucking losses in a row and still have 36% of your account left. Shit, you still in the game. You still got buying power. You still have the ability to recover. Now, if y'all flip that and you risk 10% per trade, 10% per trade, you're going to lose 10 trades in a row and have nothing. You're done. You're done. No, going all in, profit taker, is you taking all your money and just putting it all on one trade. That's going all in. You say, fuck it, I'm putting all my money on this shit. And you risking it all. Not only are you leveraging it all, you risking it all, profit takers. See, I keep telling y'all, it's a big difference between risking and leveraging. If you got $1 million and you put $1 million on this trade, okay, and it go the right way, cha-ching. If it go the wrong way, you have a predefined stop where you said, you know what? Hey, I want to set a sales stop. If it gets to this level where I'm losing $100 out of this million, just get me out. Okay? I just want to get out right there when I done lost. You could say 1,000. That way I'm walking away with $999,000. Okay? I only risked 1,000. I didn't risk $1 million. I leveraged $1 million. Do y'all? That shit is not hard. I'm going to leave that topic alone because I know good and damn well y'all got it. Scotty said it's like a craps table. So again, if y'all, anyone who has been in this market long enough has had a 10 trade losing streak at some point. You've been in the game long enough, at some point you're going to lose 10 times in a row. The rule is not about being timid. It's about being strategic. See, you wouldn't be afraid of losing 10 times in a row if you knew how to fucking lose, okay? You have to take small losses. You don't give a fuck about losing 10 times in a row because you took small losses. 3 trades is finna wipe out them. Hell, 1 trade could wipe out 10 losses. 1 good trade can wipe out 10 small losses. But 10 big losses can fuck up a whole year. You know what? Let me rephrase that. 1 bad loss can fuck up 100 good trades. You need to pay attention to the way you lose. Scotty says, well, if you play craps at the casino, you know what I mean. Yeah, Scotty, I don't. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, Scotty, I'm not a gambler. I've been to the casino 1 time in my 34 years on this planet so far. And then around at least this lifetime. All right. Profit Taker says, my problem going too heavy and then trying to chase it. Yeah, stop chasing shit, butter. Stop chasing shit. We don't chase nothing. Nothing. We're not chasing nothing. Because if you chase it, it's running from you. Don't chase nothing. And don't go heavy. All right? Go light. You are over leveraging. Don't over leverage. You are oversizing your position. Don't do that, profit taker. You know better. Real talk, you know better. You take profit. So again, be strategic, y'all. We got to be strategic. So we're going to talk about the stop loss real quick. Yo, this is your fucking seatbelt right here. This is your safety net, your parachute. This is your seatbelt, though. You're going to buckle this up before the car start moving. A lot of y'all start moving the car, going 100 miles an hour, and then try to put your seatbelt on. Listen. Not only do you put your seat, it'd be different if you going 100 miles an hour and you put the seatbelt on when ain't nobody in front of you, ain't no danger. Y'all putting the seatbelt on as you're about to get hit by a fucking car while you doing 100. You should have put the seatbelt on before the car started moving, not after you crash. A stop loss is a preset exit price that closes your position automatically when the trade goes against you. Anybody that tell you not to use that, tell them Coach Price said, fuck you. Okay? They don't care about you or your buying power. As simple as that. This is your escape route that you pre-planned. All right? This is a pre-planned escape route that you decide. You decide this shit before you get to getting emotional in the middle of the trade. That way you get your stop loss decided before you start watching red numbers and your ego get involved. Because that's what's going to happen if you don't. All right. A lot of y'all getting into trades without setting the stop loss. Guess what? You are not a trader. You are a gambler. I'm here to break it to you. I said what the fuck I said and I stand on it. You not a trader, you a gambler. Because without a stop loss, you have no exit strategy. And when a trade goes against you, right? And at some point, every trade gonna go against you. You gonna hold it. You gonna hold it and you gonna hope. You gonna get that hopium. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna rationalize with yourself and it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny. Now, for my options traders, your stop loss is a percentage of the premium that you are willing to lose. What do I mean by that? For you to get if you trade stock options and you think Nike going up from $100 to $110 and it cost you, let's say it cost you $200 to enter that position, okay? The premium cost, that's what it's called. The price that it costed you to enter that trade, that's the premium. How much of that premium, though, are you willing to lose? You may have put up $200 to enter the trade, but you're not willing to lose $200. I need y'all to stop letting that shit go to 100% loss. When you get in the trade and it's going the wrong way and you letting it get to 50% loss, 60% loss, 80% loss, you are not managing your risk. I hope you hear me loud and clearly. I had to learn this shit the hard way. Scotty says exactly. They apply the same concept at a casino. Going in and setting the win goal and a stop goal. Hey, Scotty, when I went to the casino with my partner, right? I got a buddy named KO. I went to the casino with him, right? And when we in there, KO doing great. KO it feel like ain't a place KO can't go to in this casino and not hit. That's what it felt like. I'm watching him strike the same way he watched me strike in the stock market. I'm watching him strike in the casino. And he explained it to me, and I'm like, bro, I don't like this. I don't want to be here. The whole time my mindset is I don't want to be there, Scotty. I'm there with the wrong energy because in my head this is gambling, and I can just use this shit for buying power. And in his head, he like, first of all, they're watching you. They're watching you use a little bit at a time. He's like, they're watching you. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It is not. He telling me about the market makers in the casino world. I'm telling him about the market makers in the stock market world. But my point is, he was using risk management the whole night we was in there. Everything he was saying, I'm like, bro, this sounds like trading. I'm like, dude, you would be a great trader. Gamblers would make decent traders, but listen, not all gamblers. See, you got gamblers who have an edge because they use risk management and gambling. You can use risk management and it'll help you in a casino for real. Because think about it this way. If you got $1,000 and you go to a casino, are you going to put $1,000 on one bet? Are you going to put $100 on one bet? Fuck no. You're going to lose it all after you lose 10 times in a row. It's the same shit in the market. You shouldn't be using all of it at one time. You should also be prepared. A stop loss is you saying, oh, I went to the casino. I only got $1,000 to my fucking name. So if I lose half of this, I'm walking out. I mean, that's a daily drawdown, but my point is, no, this is let me give you a better analogy than that. I can do better than that, y'all. I can do better than that. You in a casino and you got $1,000. A stop loss is you saying at each one of these games, I'm only gonna lose $10. If I lose $10 at that place, I'm leaving. I'm going to the next table or I'm going to the next game. That you're controlling how much you lose. You pay $500 for a contract. At what point do you walk away? You set the stop loss. You need to say, okay, I'm only willing to lose a certain percentage of this. You need to set that shit before you click buy. Okay? If your contract is worth $250, after you pay $500 for it and you look up and it's only worth $250, you close it. You done lost half of it. But you need to close it though. That's discipline. Pre-commitment. That's what's gonna separate you from, it separates profitable options traders from people who blow their account every month. They blow their account every month. All right. I want to talk about the #1 account killer in trading. This is not a bad strategy. That's not the thing that kills people's account. This is not a market crash. That's not what kills people's account. Not bad luck. It is this right here. They take a loss and they get right back in trying to win that money back. Like they can actually get that money back that they lost. That money gone. You could get in a trade and win 10 times more than you lost and you still didn't make the money back. I hear that mistake, that thinking error. They be like, oh man, I took a loss, but then I turned around and made it right back. No, you didn't make it right back. You made some other money. Sound like you was revenge trading. You got lucky and you just rewarding bad behavior, bad mentality. But here's how it goes, y'all. You take a loss, you get emotional, maybe you get angry. All right, some of y'all get embarrassed. You want that shit back though. You feel like somebody straight robbed you. It really feel like somebody robbed you. So you open up a bigger trade and you trying to recover from the loss. So you open up a bigger trade trying to recover faster. So you want to put more money on it. Mr. Nice Guy says, I have to ask your thoughts on GameStop buying eBay. I believe buying eBay may be a good buy. I do too, Mr. Nice Guy. But they're buying shares of eBay. I don't want to misconstrue it. Are they buying the whole company? From what I've seen, they've been accumulating shares, is what I've read. It's a difference between them accumulating shares and just buying eBay. I think they're invested into it. I think a lot of shit that GameStop finna have might be on eBay. I think eBay might be the thing to look at. I don't know. That's just my thoughts, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm seeing GameStop shut the fuck down everywhere. How they buying eBay and they getting shut down at the same time? Every time I ride by, it's a new the location shut down and shit. It's a new, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is what I think. I'm giving you my thoughts. But back to the show, Mr. Nice Guy. The stop loss, all right? So look, the revenge trading part. You want the money back that you lost, so you put even more money on the trade trying to make that money back, and guess what happened? You lose that trade too. Now you really emotional. Now you really pissed the fuck off because now you're going to open an even bigger trade. And guess what? You lose that too. You spiraling out of control. Loss after loss after loss until there's absolutely nothing left or shit, nowhere near what you started with. And you just watched yourself destroy months of discipline in one afternoon. All right. So the cure for this, y'all, is very simple, but it's hard at the same time. After a loss, I need you to step the fuck away from the platform. Are we clear? After you take a loss, step away from the platform. After you take a loss, step away from the platform. After you take a loss, step away from the platform. After you take, I'm just playing, for real though. Like not for 5 minutes, for the rest of the day, Craig. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't gotta lie. Hey, Jay, we gonna make sure you don't do that, my boy. You locked in, Jay. Jay, you ain't gonna do that shit no more, Jay. You gave me permission to cuss you clean the fuck out. You one of my clients. You ain't doing that shit no more, Jay. Sometimes after a game, too. Shy Hustle Income says, I like you. I like you too, Shy Hustle Income. Hey, I appreciate anybody that appreciates me. I love being where I am appreciated instead of tolerated. I told my friends and family, y'all ass is grass, because it's hard for me to be around y'all because the people on TikTok show me love and appreciation. Real talk. And I appreciate it. Now, let me continue. The step away from the platform, not for 5 minutes, for the rest of the day. The market is going to be there tomorrow. You having FOMO, you got this fear of missing out. I'm telling you what I know to be true. The setup will come back. Your account will not come back on its own though if you keep swinging at this shit emotionally like dude on Don't Be a Menace when he was swinging at them kids and shit. Just walk away though. Walk away. So let me show you the math that changes everything about how you think about trading real quick. Risk to reward ratio. I done went over this a lot. I done went over risk to reward ratio a lot. But I'm going to go over it again for y'all real quick. The easiest explanation before I even talk about any of this, I love talking about this fucking quarter flip, y'all. It is literally it's the best explanation I've ever heard of a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. Because after I tell you this, you're going to get it. Imagine I have a quarter, and every time I flip this quarter, you get to make $3 every time it lands on heads. But you lose $1 every time it lands on tails, right? First of all, you're going to want to flip this quarter as many times as possible. All right. But that's another story. Let's say you only flipping it 10 times. Okay. You only get 10 times to flip it. Now, out of 10 times you flip this quarter, you flipped it 7 times so far, and you've landed on tails so far. You're -7. You've lost 7. You lose 1 every time it lands on tails, and it landed on tails 7 times. Now it lands on heads 3 times. You make 3 each time it lands on heads. 3, 6, 9. You made more, even though you lost 3 times. You lost 7 times, won 3 times, but you made more money than you lost. That is the math that should trade how you think about trading. That is risk to reward ratio. For every dollar you risk, how many do you stand to gain? See, professional traders will not enter a trade unless they are getting at least 1 to 2, I don't even want to say 1 to 2, unless they getting because a 1-to-1 ain't cool. They got to be getting at least a 1-to-2 ratio. That means they need to at least, if I'm risking $100 on this trade, guess what I need to try to make? There better be $200 on the other side. If I'm risking, for me, I like 1 to 3. But if I'm risking 10, I'm looking to make 20 if it's a 1 to 2. If I'm risking 10, I'm looking to make 30. 1-to-1 is I risked $10, I only made $10. Like, nah, that's not going to help you. At that rate, you need to win half of your trades, more than half, in order for you to break even or be profitable. If you do the 1 to 3, you can lose 70 fucking trades and still make money. You can lose 75 trades out of 100 and still make more money than you lost if you keep your losses small. With a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, you only need to be right 34% of the time to be profitable. See how scared y'all be about being right and so confused and so worked up about being right? You don't even have to fucking be right most of the time. Literally 34% of the time. It's all you got to do to be right, as long as you taking small losses. As long as your wins outweigh your losses. 34%. That means you can lose 2 out of every 3 trades and still make money. Because when you win twice what you risk when you lose. I think I might be giving away just too much. What y'all think? Hell no, I don't think. I'm just getting started. I ain't even halfway through with the show yet. Wall Street. Jazzy said that makes sense. It should. If you taking big losses, it's gonna take even bigger wins to wipe it out. Okay? I'm glad you got it, Kim, since I can't get you on the phone, Kim. Right, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you in class, and I'm glad you got it. But now listen. Hear me out. A lot of beginners, they take trades and they have a negative ass risk to reward ratio. I'm here to fix that for y'all. They risk 200 to make 100. Then they wonder why, even when they right more often than they're wrong, they still losing money. Bumbleclot. The ratio is the foundation of your edge, y'all. Never enter a trade without knowing how much you risking versus how much you trying to make first. All right, do y'all get that? Don't say you get it either, and then tomorrow you just don't even pay this shit no attention, or you don't do no research. You don't try to learn more about it. Like, don't say you get it and you don't got it. If you confused, say I'm still confused. Because if you confused, there's 30 other people confused too, and they scared to say something. You were frozen for me. I know I froze. I froze for a second, Kim. Wall Street said you on fire, man. Thank you. Thank you. Now I'm gonna give y'all the code we live by here at Ironworth Trading. All right. Don't risk more than 1 or 2% of your account on a single trade. Always set your fucking stop loss before you enter the trade. No exceptions. At least know where you're gonna get out at. At least know where you're wrong, and that's you ain't trying to lose money, right? I mean, we here to protect what we came with. You can't control how much money the market gonna give you, but you can control how much you give the market. You hear me? These are not suggestions. These are rules that keep your buying power intact so you can keep trading tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. It can't go wrong if you do this. You can't go wrong if you never risk more than 1 or 2% of your account on a single trade. Always set your stop loss before you enter, not after. Only take trades with the minimum 1 to 2. That's at least a 1 to 2% risk to reward ratio. 1 to 2, not percent, but 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, or a 1 to 3. My favorite is 1 to 3. If you hit your daily loss limit, close the platform. That means if you hit the amount that you chose to say, hey, if I lose this amount today, I'm done. I'm not trading more after that. You have to do that to protect your buying power. No exceptions. Never add to a losing position, ladies and gentlemen, hoping that the shit gonna come back. You gonna get smacked. I know the urge. You need to resist it. Don't be a fucking dopehead. By dopehead, I'm talking about dopamine releases in your brain when you enter these trades and shit. You really addicted to this shit and you acting like a gambler. Stop it. Call that 1-800 hotline number on FanDuel if you got a gambling problem. Call the gambling hotline or something. You need help. Yeah, your ass, you need help. Stop holding your breath before you stop holding your breath during that trade and shit, man. Breathe. I seen some of y'all trade in person and on the online and shit during these calls or whatnot. Now people be turning their camera off because they know I see their ass holding their breath. I hear you not breathing. I got y'all my clients, y'all know y'all can't hide from me, right? None of my students, y'all know y'all can't hide from me either. You know how I know when y'all not doing what y'all supposed to be doing? I don't see your ass in class no more. You don't even come to the live stream no more. You didn't submitted yourself into the night school and then got clean from up out of it just because I know you not out there doing what you supposed to be doing. If you was, you'd be like, look, coach, you don't got to show it, but it'll show. I know it. Hey, listen, there will be signs when y'all start making a lot of money. There will be signs. I'm afraid to get out, hoping it will going back up. Yeah, fear is crazy, Elevate Essentials. I am afraid to get out, hoping it will go back up. So let's get this clear. What that says to me is, what I just heard, what that translate to is, I love losing money. I don't want to make none. I'm afraid to get out, hoping it will go back up equals I love losing money. I don't want to make none. Stop it, Elevate Essentials. Don't be afraid to get out of the trade. Stop hoping that it's going to go back up. Fuck hope, okay? And fuck fear. Fuck hope is crazy, said. Damn, like, fuck hope. Yeah, I don't like hope. I like guarantees. I don't want to hope you coming. I know either you coming or not. God damn. Shit. I don't wanna hope you gonna help me. You gonna help or not. I don't wanna hope it's finna, you know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. I don't wanna hope I'm gonna have it. Hey, well, I hope I have my mortgage next month. I hope I have my car note money. I hope I have some food in the house. You know, come on now. Like, this hope, when has hope ever really, let's just think about that. My problem is I get out too early and it runs my direction. Well, let's talk about that too, Jazzy. You know why you getting out too early? Because you afraid too. You afraid of losing money. You afraid that you're going to lose the money that you just made. Yeah, scared. Traumatized. Traumatized from the last time you took a loss. That shit in the past, Jazzy. Don't be blocking your blessings because of what happened yesterday. Tomorrow is a completely new day. So forget about it, Jazzy. And as a matter of fact, I think that is the results from not journaling. And correct me if I'm right. Like, you don't journal every trade. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. You don't write that shit down. You don't be journaling. And because you don't journal, you don't get to look back and see what you did wrong and learn from it. You forget what you did wrong. I mean, it's hindering. If you journal, what it allows you to do is internalize the loss, learn from it, digest it, learn a lesson from it, and it's no longer a loss. It is a lesson. Do y'all know that every single loss I ever took allowed me to be here in front of y'all tonight? So I love the losses. Without the losses, I wouldn't have learned anything. The losses got me to where I'm at today. I had to let the silence happen, y'all. I was quiet. I had to let that shit sink in because y'all be afraid to take a loss. It's a lesson. You need to look, and this applies to life as well. All right, but yeah, never add to a losing position. See, y'all, we need to build systems, not feeling based decisions. We not basing our decisions on how we feel. And after every trade, whether you win or lose, journal it, write it down. Write down what you saw, what you did, why you did it, maybe why it happened. What you do differently next time. Next time I'm gonna do this if I see that. Or listen, your journal is gonna be literally your most valuable trading tool. You just don't know it yet. You don't realize it yet. Is you scared to write some shit down or something? I ain't talking about you, Jazzy, but everybody like that don't journal. What's wrong? Like, why won't you do it? And don't use a fucking notepad on your phone. Go buy you a fucking dollar composition book. Okay, go back to school, scribble this shit on a piece of paper. What happened? For real, it's gonna help you out. This shit is more valuable than any indicator you ever had in your life. How many of y'all keep a trading journal? Drop it in the chat. If this is a habit that's going to separate you from being a real trader who make it from those who don't. If you don't, start doing it. It ain't going to hurt you to try. Don't think that it's going to stop working because you tried it. Do the same thing that worked for the professionals. It ain't going to stop working because you tried it. Y'all, I'm not even halfway through the show. I think I think this I ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna make it all the way through the show, y'all. That's only because I don't want to. Because if I wanted to, I'd say I'd make it and just push through. But halfway through, I'm gonna start acting crazy. Y'all know I start singing songs and shit. I get bored and start having a little fun, then start cracking jokes and shit. Somebody says not me, but I'm was looking into it earlier. What you was looking at? Oh, journaling. Okay. You the best on here. I appreciate that, Wall Street, man. That's a hell of a compliment. It's a lot of wonderful people on TikTok, Now, I don't want to be the self-proclaimed best on here, but I appreciate it when I read comments like that. And you're not the first person to tell me that. I'm not famous on TikTok yet either. Y'all see at the bottom where it says 10K served? That's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to hit 10,000 followers. So y'all will help me out a lot if y'all hit the follow button. It say it's 60 plus people in here right now. But it don't say I got 60 new followers. That kind of bothers me. If you care about that bothering me, do me a favor and fix it and hit the follow button. That bothers me. I want to be able to reach y'all and show y'all more, right? Y'all want me to come across your For You page. I don't care. Teach is something. Says Agent Triz God. All right, sit, pull up a chair and listen. I followed as soon as I got on. Thank you, Shy Hustle. I appreciate that so much. All right, now I'm gonna flip the energy for a minute because I've been giving y'all the hard truths, but y'all need to hear what I told y'all. I told you I ain't sugarcoating shit. I'm not sorry. I am not sorry. But look, I also need y'all to get why we here, right? I need y'all to know why we do this. Because the upside is real. You can make a lot of fucking money trading. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Trading can change your life. I'm not going to pretend otherwise because that would be dishonest in the other direction. You feel me? All right, Triz Guy, you just got here. Agent Triz Guy, you just got here. Everybody that's been here, y'all see what he said? Anyways, so look, trading is one of the only vehicles in existence where a person with $500 in real knowledge can sit next to an institution running $50 million and make money in the same market that they making money on the same day. Listen, the playing field is not equal. They got more money. They got more technology. The institutions, they got more data. The market is accessible to you though. And skill is a great equalizer. As long as you got skill, you good. All right. So 1% per day on a $25,000 account, compounded consistently over a year. Do y'all know what that becomes? Over 60 bands in profit. Not from a skill, not a job. Not begging for a fucking raise at a job. I'm talking about a skill that you developed and you execute every day. The power of execution. That is the potential that we are working towards. But I got to give y'all a real picture because I don't want to mislead you, right? See, the myth is that trading is a get-rich-quick machine where anybody can make life-changing money in a week with the right tip. That is bullshit. That is complete and utter bullshit. Anybody who is telling you that and selling you that, they selling you a fantasy. The reality is that trading is a profession that takes 1 to 3 years to fully develop real consistency in. Fuck what you heard. I'm telling you the truth. Anybody that knows, for real, is going to tell you that. Peace, agent. Peace. Don't let the dough hit you on the way out. All right. So yeah, the reality is it's going to take you a while. So consistent small gains beat occasional big wins every time over the long run. Literally. You want to make sure you're making a little bit of money here and there over the long run. Your edge comes from strategy and discipline. Howdy, partner. What up, Ms. L? Not people telling you what to buy. And y'all should be literally supplementing your income first before you try to replace it with trading profits. All right, build the skill, prove it in a small account, and then you grow. And I'm only saying this because I care about your account balance more than I care about hyping you the fuck up. I don't care about blowing you up. I don't. You can get, somebody else can blow your head up. You can get hyped up anywhere. Y'all come to me for the truth, right? Y'all come to me for the truth, right? Okay, well, the truth is, this is achievable. Yes, you can make money in the market. Yes, it's real, but it's going to take time and it's going to take commitment. That is not a bad thing, though. That's like you being mad because you planted an apple seed and it ain't giving you fucking apples the next week. Or it ain't giving you apples the very next month. So you give the fuck up on the tree. You give up on the seed. You don't water it. You don't talk to it. How the fuck can it grow? How can you ever bear fruit from it? You gave up on it too early. You didn't stay with it long enough to let your efforts compound. You didn't get the experience compound interest of you planting one seed and getting back multiple that gave you multiple that made multiple that made multiple. That's the equivalent of you investing in your money, making money that made money that made money that made money, compound interest. Compound interest. That's why I ain't halfway through the show, because I be forgetting my slides that I created to show y'all and don't even be showing them. Ain't that crazy? Look at what's available to y'all in the stock market. I want y'all to pay attention because this is what y'all see right here. These 6 options. We talking about. Thank you for the gifts, Oski. Who is that? Is it Oski? I be saying your name wrong for a year now. But look, these options right here, these 6 things that you see right here, what you can trade, trillions of dollars. Now stocks, which is the entry point for a lot of people, take your time. Go through all the slides, bro. I got you, crypto. So look, ownership in real companies, right? That's dealing with the stocks. You literally can own a piece of the company. Let's use Apple for an example. A lot of y'all got Apple phones. I've never seen that gift before. Thank you for the game controller. That was amazing. That was cool as hell. Thank you. So yeah, a lot of us use Apple phones, right? So Apple is a company. You can buy shares of that company and own a piece of that company. Ownership in real companies that you analyze and trade when you're dealing with the stocks. But options are contracts on those stocks, contracts that give you leverage on the stock's movement. Okay, it gives you the ability to make money on the price of those stocks moving. That's what options do. You get to say, I think that company is going to do good. I think the stock price is going to go up or down. And you get to make money on that. A $5 move in a stock can move an option 200%. That is not a typo. Okay, that's not an accident. You can make a lot of money dealing with options. Now, futures, right? I don't know if Coach Eric's still in here, but he the expert on futures. We chop it up a lot, but that's his professional arena. But it deals with oil, gold, the S&P 500 index. We're gonna tell y'all you're gonna get to learn futures if you come to my in-person event in Chicago. If you're interested in learning futures from the ground up and you serious and you in the Midwest, inbox me so you can get on the wait list. So yeah, we got oil with futures, gold, the S&P 500 index. Nearly 24 hours a day you can trade futures. Futures is highly leveraged, trillions of dollars. Okay, very powerful, especially in the right hands. Shy Hustle Income. I'm learning futures now. Congratulations, Shy Hustle. I know you're going to do great. Okay? You spend time and you're going to get it back. You're going to get paid your weight in gold. I'm speaking into existence. It's coming your way now. You working on it now. You putting in your 1%. It's coming your way now. All right. So crypto. A lot of y'all already invested in crypto or interested in crypto or heard about crypto or watched this shit go from where it started, right, to where it's at now. Y'all seen it go to all-time highs to where it's at now. Crypto is also trillions of dollars, 24/7, 365. This shit open more than futures open. On the weekend when the stock market closed and the futures market closed and you can't trade options, you can't trade ETFs, you can trade crypto. You can buy and sell crypto. See, crypto is high opportunity, but high volatility and high risk. Heavy on the high risk. If anybody ever tell y'all you taking a big ass risk with Bitcoin, you taking a big ass risk with crypto. Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, etc. High risk. I need y'all to treat it exactly like any other tradable asset and have a risk management plan. You need to have a system. You need to use stops. I don't give a fuck. It's the same shit. You need to make sure you protecting the capital. Coach Price says secure the security. He said, I need to make sure I'm protecting what I came with. Keep that in your mind when you trading. All right. I don't give a fuck if y'all don't like it or not. I'm your mentor. I'm your TikTok mentor for now on. All you had to do is hit the follow button, like the live. You ain't even have to do much. I'm easy. I'm an easy. Okay. Now, it don't take much. But now, where we at? Forex. A lot of people, a lot of people trade Forex. You feel me? I think it's like watching water boil. But either way it go, Forex is the largest market on the planet. We talking about currency pairs, like the Japanese yen, the Mexican peso, the Australian Aussie, the United States dollar. Currency pairs, extremely liquid. And then we got ETFs. ETFs is a basket of assets. It's like a folder of stocks, right? Like SPY, QQQ. You get to trade the whole index. There's lower individual stock risk, but it's great for swing trading. Now, the path that I want y'all on is simple to understand, but it's hard to execute. You need to build your cash base. That means you need buying power. You can't even fucking trade without no money. So build the base. Build your cash base. Learn risk management. Paper trade this shit, y'all, until you have a strategy. Until you prove to yourself that you got a strategy, paper trade it. That means you get the trade for free with fake money and practice. Y'all problem is y'all hear fake money and don't want to do it. That's like Kobe Bryant saying, "Oh, this is a fake basketball game, so I don't want to practice." What? He don't do good in the real basketball game if he don't practice. That's just athletes don't say I'm not practicing because this not a real game. They practice. What I don't know what the fuck make a trader think they different. Oh, I don't got a paper trade. That's not real money. I don't like paper trading. Goofy shit. Goofy shit. Yes, I'm talking about you if you feel like paper trading is stupid. I feel like you have no imagination. All right? Have some imagination. Imagine this fucking real. Yeah, it should be Jazzy. You get to learn. I like learning from. I like losing fake money. Oh, I learn so much when I lose fake money. I like losing fake money. Ain't gonna be my real money I'm losing like that though. I know that much. Paper trading is essential to learn the mechanics of execution. See, CC Ward. Yes, grade A comment. Y'all don't know order types? You need to be paper trading. You confused about order types? I challenge you to paper trade and learn what every order type is. You should not be done. You're not done paper trading until you learn order types. Won't teach you emotional control though. No, it will if you have a good emotion. If you have a good imagination, CC Ward. If you can, don't trade with $1,000,000 on when you paper trade. Take it down to a reasonable number that you actually might trade with, and I want you to pretend it's real. Pretend it's your money. Really be upset that you lose if you're going to be upset. Or CC Ward, trade the real money like it's paper since you don't have no emotions when you paper trade. How do you take it down? What do you mean? Take what down? How do you take it down? Oh, how do you edit the number? It depends on what you trading with. And it depends on what platform you trading on, Kim. Mm-hmm. See, I use Webull, and they just let you edit it. And if I can get you on a phone call, Kim, I'll show you that. But look, y'all, it's not hard. This shit's not hard to understand. Trading view. Hey, bro, it's Chase Bands. You helped me to get where I'm at. Been paper trading my strategy, doing good. That's what I love to hear. See, that's what I like to hear. Congratulations, Chase. You're gonna hear my baby crying and Tyler screaming. Girl, listen, Kim. Anybody worried about that? When you got time, I got you. It only gonna take us 5 minutes for me to show you how to do it. But you might not be able to on Trading View. I'm not sure, so there's no need. Jazzy will help you. Somebody will help you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't complicated. I'll screen record it and show you and send it to you. I don't even got to get on the phone with you. Okay, I got you. I used to hear. I used to be here, but I had to excel on my own. I'm not mad at you for that. I'm happy you excelled on your own. Matter of fact, that's what I want everybody to do. I want you to learn how to fish. I'm not here to give you fish. I'm here to show you how to fish. It don't take me to be on your side every day. I need y'all to walk away from the live stream. And if now lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. If I don't come back to this live tomorrow, y'all learned a lot tonight. Y'all take this with you for the rest of your life. Don't lose a lot of money. A trade should go either in 4 ways. It should either be a big win, a small win, right? A break even, which means you didn't win or lose. You got away without losing, but you didn't make none either. Or a small loss. But a big loss is never an option. Okay? That right there should save you for the rest of your trading or investing career because you refuse to take a big loss by taking a small loss. Because small losses, they only turn into bigger losses if you don't take them. Accept it as a small loss. Let the fuck go and take the loss. That's it. That's all you need. Risk management. Manage your risk. Don't over leverage. Don't over. The basics. Follow the rules and you're going to be okay. You even made me to always check the news before I enter the market. Hey, I don't know. Hold on. I don't even know who you are. Account not found. Your shit say account not found now. You said your name is Chase Money, but how come your account say that? He says, my name is Chase Bands. I remember you, Chase. I remember you. But you got this weird looking account. I remember, brother. I remember. You just got a then calling me Unc again. I remember you. I remember because ain't nobody call me. Don't nobody call me Unc. You know what I'm saying? When you were lighting up the candles. Hey, shut your nosy ass up. I'm finna, hold on. Let me mute you for a second. You going in timeout. I'm put you in timeout. He tweaked. All right, so look. All right, y'all. Enter with real money after you paper trade. You're going to be able to grow with your results. Right? Not with hope, with results. We built this shit on that type of a pyramid. You don't skip a level. You build it right. This the fun part, though, y'all. This the fun part. This the fun part. Y'all want to make money while you sleep, right? Because the wealthy, they don't trade time for dollars. They build systems that earn residuals. This is the section that most financial educators in the trading space, they skip this shit. I'm not skipping it. I'm not skipping it because this is where the real generational wealth gets built. How long have I been live? Let me see. Because I kind of feel like it's all right. We're an hour and 46 minutes in. God. I done turned it into a 2-hour live stream. It's okay, y'all. Y'all want to go take a lunch break or a drink break, y'all can. Y'all probably already drinking and eating and snacking and shit. Or working and sleeping or driving. And what y'all doing? As long as you ain't on the toilet listening to me, we cool. I know y'all, I'm weird. I'm sorry. All right, let me get back on topic. I told y'all after a while I was gonna start saying crazy shit, cracking jokes and shit instead of teaching. All right, so look. All right, so passive income. Making money while you sleep. You driving to Pensacola, Florida. I'm glad you. All right, so I'm like a podcast in your ear right now. Got you. All right, cool. So y'all want to make money while you sleep. Everybody in this live stream should be thinking about making money while you sleep. You wouldn't have to work as hard if money was working for you while you sleep. You need to have a system that earns. I ain't even talking about the stock market right now. I'm not even talking about trading anymore. I'm talking about passive income. You would have better buying power to trade with if you had passive income. Imagine how much more money you would have to trade. You know what you're going to do with that money. If you had extra money coming in right now, knowing what you know about trading, you would be able to trade more. Making money while you sleep. Having a system that earns so that your income is not dependent on you showing up every single day. Okay? There's a big difference, y'all, between active income and passive income. A lot of people are stuck in the active income side. They work, they get paid. You stop working, the income stop. Okay? That's what's up, Ashley. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. So yeah, there are only 24 hours in a day, right? It's only 24 hours in a day. And that's your ceiling. We all got the same 24 hours in a day. Passive income, a system works. If it works, you get paid. The system does not sleep. The system does not get tired. The system can grow. It scales. Okay? The wealthy have always understood this one distinction. Most people who struggle financially, they have only active income. A lot of wealthy people have mostly passive income. The gold standard of passive income is real estate. And I know some of y'all thinking, Coach, I can't afford real estate. And what I'm going to tell y'all is not yet. Okay? Not yet. Stop saying what the fuck you can't afford too. Your brain don't do work for you when you do that. Use your head for more than a hat rack, like my Uncle Abe used to say. Okay? You can't say, instead of saying I can't afford that, say what can I do to afford that? And your brain will start giving you ideas. You will start getting the light bulb pop up above your head. You ain't had that happen in a long time. You ain't never did that. You trying to plan up now. Nah, for real though. Ashley Love, get into that. Go into that as much as possible to buy assets. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. You don't go into debt to buy liabilities. You go into debt to buy assets, and you need to learn how to manage the debt. See, we teach risk management, and we also teach you how to manage debt. Because if you can manage your debt, they're going to give you more. More credit, more debt, more assets. Pay the debt off with the assets. Build passive income. Right now, the gold standard of passive income is real estate. And I know y'all don't think that you can get it, but you can. All right. You're going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to. And you need to be thinking about it now. So you ready when the moment comes. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all know it. You going to get the real estate. You just don't know it yet. And I'm telling you, start thinking about it now. Even if you don't think it, I'm telling you it's coming. This your sign. But when it comes, you ain't going to be ready because you don't hear me though. Only the people who listen and execute this information, they gonna be ready. Because they already start thinking about it. So when the moment comes, they ready. A rental property where the tenant pays your mortgage, right? While the property appreciates in value, that is the most proven wealth building strategy in American history. Full stop. You rent the shit out. The tenants end up paying. A lot of y'all paying rent and don't even know you paid for the house 2 times already. All right, you paying rent, you done paid for the shit 2 times already. You paid for the house already. Kim, it's easier. Kim, it's so much shit, Kim. I'm telling you, it ain't what you know, Kim, it's what you don't know. It's you one step away. It ain't what you know, it's what you don't know. I ain't gonna stay on this topic too long. Let's go to see how I skipped them slides. I skipped this complete slide. My mama used to say, gots to be more careful. I'm going to have multiple tiny house communities. Yes, you are, Jazzy. I see it now. I see the vision. Black Diamond says, get a duplex and rent the other side out while you live in the other to start with. I see the vision, Black Diamond. I see the vision. I love it. Everybody that is afraid and think that you can't do it, you fucking can. Yes, Kim. Yes, now y'all see how, hey, it's cooking. It's cooking. For everybody that don't know, there's multiple ways that you can earn passive income. Okay? You can get the train too, Jazzy. What kind of train? Then see, y'all need to be thinking big, like Jazzy. Y'all need to be thinking big. Think big. Think big like Black Diamond. Think big like Kim. All right? Think big like Ashley, who 401k Roth earning more than them every day. Think big. Think big like Shot, who laying down in the bed and shit right now. No, I'm just Black Diamond says ATMs are massive income as well. You pocket the service fees. Yes. Yeah. I mean, a lot of y'all can just go get a vending machine, go buy you a vending machine. Go make you just look at your options. Weigh your options out. Okay? Now we're going to go over dividends. Y'all ever heard of dividends? Y'all ever heard of dividend stocks? See, dividend stocks pay you a percentage of a company's profits. That's right. That company making money, they going to give you a cut just for you owning shares. That company doing so good, they making so much money, they breaking bread with everybody that invested in the company. If you holding it, you get paid. They going to pay you. And then you need to do what the smart investors do. Can anybody tell me? Can anybody tell me, what do the smart investors do with the money that they make off the dividends? Read the comments, new traders and new investors. All you rookies, read the comment section because you about to see a bunch of smart investors tell you what to do. Y'all see how I say reinvest? Buy more to get more dividends, reinvest. Y'all see that? Okay? You reinvest those. You reinvest those dividends. You turn each dividend payment into more shares. And more shares pay more dividends. That's the compound. That's that compound effect in real time I was telling y'all about. But let's go beyond real estate and dividends for a second. What about digital products? What if you just created an ebook? What if you did something so simple as talked about your life? You probably think don't nobody give a fuck about your life. What if you just made up a story? Hell, what if you just made a coloring book? All right, what if you just did a calendar? I don't give a fuck. You need to create something. Create an ebook or a course once. You can make something once and sell it forever. Candles, socks, I don't give a fuck what it is, y'all. Pillowcases, I don't care what it is. You like a job, a 9 to 5? Listen, don't get me started on it. All right. So listen, no inventory, no shipping, pure margin. Now, what about licensing royalties? Okay. If y'all photographers, if you do music, what about artists? Intellectual property. You create something valuable and you license it to others to use it. Every time they use it, you get paid. All right. A lot of screen printing. Yeah. Yeah, Jay. It get big. That shit can scale from there, Jay. Jay said I created an ebook and made my first sale. I was happy as hell. For real. Screen printing is a real thing. And content creation. A lot of y'all, make this shit an LLC or something. TikTok, YouTube, podcast, build an audience, monetize it, run ads. You get deals with brands, affiliate income. The list goes on. All of this shit continues. All of it continues earning after you create it. You make money from that shit after you create it one time. You making the money on it an infinite amount of times. So the wealthy people don't got one source of income, y'all. The rich people don't have one income stream. They have many. And I want y'all to understand that tonight, that none of these streams got to start big. $100 monthly dividend, a $20 digital product sale, a small rental income. You got a small 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house and rented it out, right? Maybe you got 7 small streams of income running simultaneously. That is how you get free. Y'all want to get free? Y'all want to get the fuck off that hamster wheel with the piece of cheese in front of you? Y'all want to get the fuck out the rat race? It ain't hard. Calculate how much money it take for you to live per month. All right? Build some different sources of income. You gonna fuck around and make more money from some assets than it costs for you to live. And then you're gonna have something called disposable income because you got enough money to survive for a couple of years. You got 2-3 years of income saved up with disposable income. You just got money just coming in from every angle. I want that for each and every one of y'all. Several different sources of income coming your way. Everything working out in your favor. But guess what? Pie don't just fall out the sky. Pie don't just fall out the sky. No. I love my grandma Gloria, but boy, she be swearing she could pray this shit into existence. And that's just the power of belief, you know what I'm saying? Grandma feel like she could pray a good trade my way. Like, nah, granny. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think the Most High want nothing to do with this shit. But that ain't true. The Most High governs all events, right? Y'all know that to be true. And if y'all don't, you know what I'm saying, you'll soon learn. You will soon learn that to be true. I ain't even gonna turn this into that. This ain't gonna turn into no sermon. I just want you to know this is how you get free. That is how you stop being a paycheck to paycheck statistic. You pick one passive stream of income and you start building it this week. That's y'all homework. Figure out what passive stream of income can you create and start building it this week. Ashley Love, that's your homework. You have a blessed night. Good night. If you already got it, Ashley, add more. You never have too many sources of income. Y'all can never have too many sources of income. What passive income stream interests y'all the most? Drop it in the comments. Is it real estate? Is it dividends? Anything? What do y'all think? You know? Is it something else? Talk to me. We are officially 2 hours in. A lot of people using Toro. I got a friend named Mia. She make good money off of her Toro business. Start a laundromat. All of this shit is gonna give you more buying power. Okay. Now, like I said, the wealthy don't have one income; they got many. I want to learn more about affiliate marketing. That makes sense. You should. It's going to bring you more money. That's going to give you more buying power. That's going to allow you to make even more money. Y'all, that's what we here for. We are here to do it. This is what the fuck we here for. Now, that's what y'all going to do. That's your homework. Now, how many of y'all feel like your credit fucked up and ain't nothing you can do about it? That ain't true. Some of y'all got decent credit and you're not doing shit with it. Some of y'all don't even need to use your credit. Start a business and use business credit. Listen, I can't stress this enough. I was just fucked up not too long ago. About 3-4 years ago. Okay? Credit was 549. My shit is a 748 as I'm trying to get in the 800. I'm trying to get in the 800 club. But let me tell you what I done did in the 700 so far. Okay? Navy Federal gave me a business auto loan. Okay? I'm doing a lot of things with this LLC, with this corporation, even with the DBA, using my credit that I never thought I could ever do. Ever. I never thought I could do that. Ever. A lot of things that y'all could fix it. You can fix your credit. You can do something about it. So when somebody say, what's your credit score? You be like, oh, my credit fucked up. A lot of people just say, I got bad credit. And they accept that. What? It's like just, I don't know. I don't get it. You know, you can do something about it, y'all. I know some of y'all been taught that credit is dangerous and that you should stay away from it, but, you know, that's not true. That is not true. You know, that's not the way. A lot of people think debt is bad. I forgot her name, but she said stay out of debt. I disagree. I understand where the idea come from, because bad credit, bad credit use, if you using your credit in the wrong way, that is dangerous. But intelligent credit use is one of the most powerful financial tools on the planet. This is how the rich people, this is why they rich, because they owe for every fucking thing. They borrow everything. They ain't need to start their business. They borrowed money. The car they driving, they borrowed. The house they in, they borrowed. The clothes they got on was credit. Then they use credit for every fucking thing. While you running around this bitch using your real cash. You running around here using the money out of your pocket, like wondering why you struggling. Yes, you have to go into debt. Right? And the reason why you want to go into debt to get good credit is because they want to see you able to manage the debt. They want to see that you're able to manage the debt. See, if they see you can manage it, this is why even a secured credit card will help some of y'all. If they can see that you can manage debt, they'll give you more. And I know y'all like, why the fuck would I want more debt? Well, why the fuck would you want to pay out of your pocket for shit when you can just get it first and then pay it off with the money that it makes? If you go into debt to buy assets, right, which is something that puts money in your pocket, you use that asset to pay the debt off. And now you pretty much got that asset for fucking free. Do the math. Go read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's what lit the light bulb for me. And it did it for a lot of people. It's very cliche and corny to say, but I'm serious. Read the book. Read the fucking book. You've heard so many people tell you to read it. You've heard so many people talk about it. Just read it. And if you don't like reading, go listen to the audiobook. It's on YouTube for free. And that man Robert Kiyosaki know what the fuck he talking about. Go read the book. It's a great book. I highly recommend you go read it. Taught me a lot. That book inspired me to write my first book, How to Make Money Make Itself, by Cedric Price Jr., available to you on Amazon KDP. It's on Amazon right now. How to Make Money Make Itself was my first book ever. Now, the difference between how rich people use credit and how brokies use credit is simple. Rich people borrow money to produce. Sha says, may I see I'm buying my 12-year-old that for his birthday on the 19th, but the one for teens. Yes. Man, I see that. I'm buying. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sha Hustle. I just give it to you if you're talking about my book. Oh, you talking about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yes, read that. Give it to your 12-year-old. Yes. And make them read it and give them incentives for reading it. Give your 12-year-old, give him an incentive for reading it. That way he want to read it, right? Even if he think he finna get a reward for it, but he'll get the lesson, he'll get the memo, right? I really wish someone had did that for me early on too. We can make a difference in the world, y'all, just by teaching it to the kids. Now, like I was saying, the difference between how rich people use credit and how broke people use credit is rich people use it to produce. They use credit to buy assets like rental properties. They use their credit to get rental properties. They use their credit to get business equipment. They use their credit to get investment capital, okay? Maybe even education that increases their earning power. Now, poor people, they use credit. They borrow to consume. They put liabilities on credit cards. The difference between an asset and a liability is anything that put money in your pocket is an asset. Anything that take money out of your pocket is a liability. You shouldn't be going into debt to buy liabilities. You shouldn't be using a credit card to buy liabilities. A depreciating car that you can't afford. Some damn Balenciagas or Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, whatever. Vacation, okay? On a high interest card. Things that lose value the moment that you buy them. Your credit score is your financial reputation. It's going to pretty much determine whether you can get that car that you want. It's going to determine your interest rate, the size of the loan that you can get. Sometimes whether you can rent an apartment or get a job. Sometimes. What up, Monique? So yeah, it matters. Y'all, we wasn't taught how credit works enough. Okay? So let me tell you this, payment history, right? They watching how much you pay and when you pay and how on time you is. That's 35% of your score. That's the biggest factor. Pay the shit on time, every time. And keep your utilization under 30%. That means if you got a $10,000 limit, keep your balance under $3,000. Don't close old accounts. Because if you keep them open, the age of the credit matters. Check your credit report regularly because errors happen all the time and all y'all got to do is dispute the shit. And look, if your personal credit fucked up, start a business. Start a business. You still need to work on your personal credit. But most people think they need to pay out of pocket for their entire business, and that's not how business works. So I really want to wake people up in this chat because this shit changed everything. Business credit. And I really mean this. Most people who start businesses think that they got to fund it entirely out of their own pocket. They bootstrap every single thing. They literally out of pocket. They struggle. Don, good evening. They run out of money and then they quit, y'all. They never knew that there was an entire system designed to give businesses access to capital. Okay? Business credit. Business credit operates separately from your personal credit. It uses its own type of social security number called an EIN, which is your employer identification number. Instead of your social security number, you're going to use your EIN. It has its own credit profile. It has its own score, right? Dun & Bradstreet, whatever. So this is called a paycheck score. And when you build it correctly, you can access credit lines They'll give you $200,000 to buy a building or to start your business. SBA loans, business credit cards, all of them under your business name, not your personal name. Okay? How do you build it? Step one, y'all need to form a LLC or a corporation. You need a legal entity. Okay? Start a business. Don Mendez says owning a business is a real way to build wealth. Tax write-offs, etc. Look at those that are wealthy. Don, yes. Don, that is 100% what tonight's show is about. Okay? And I wanted to bring it up tonight because I wanted to point out this was all based around buying power. Everybody wants to trade and everyone needs buying power to trade. Where is the buying power coming from? If you only got $200 to trade with, you really need to pay a fucking attention. If you only got a little bit to trade with, this live stream is for you. If you only got $2,000 to trade with and you really need the money, cash accumulation is what you should focus on. Accumulating cash, building assets, having passive income, okay, instead of active income, which is where you got to take your ass to work every day. On the cotton field, face side. All right. So again, step one, start a business. Go to irs.gov. This should take 5 minutes. Now, that's how you get your EIN. Now, also, you need to open up a dedicated business bank account after you get that EIN. You open up a business bank account. Then you want to get a business address and a phone number for it, right? These are credibility signals. That word was finna whoop my ass. That's how I know I'm getting tired, y'all. I've been live going, what we in? We 2 hours and 15 minutes in. But yeah, you start talking gibberish when you talk for 2 hours straight. And even though I'm reading y'all comments, ain't nobody in here with me. So it feel like I'm talking to myself. My neighbor feel like I'm talking to myself. If they can hear me. I'm assuming they can't hear me. Yeah. We are listening. That's what's up. We still here. That's what's up. So yeah, y'all. They watching when you start that business with the business bank account. You open up you got the phone number for it. You got the business address. The lenders see that shit. And then you want to open up some net 30 vendor accounts like Uline or Granger. They're going to give you credit to buy supplies. And you're going to pay them back in 30 days. They're going to report that shit to the business credit bureaus. And that's how you start building a business credit profile. There are other ways too, though. But once you got that profile built, you get you a business card. They give you $25,000 limit. You can get a loan for your next property on SBA loan or your next business venture. You can use that for. You can finance a vehicle under your business like I just did. You can fund your operations with other people's money, ladies and gentlemen. OPM. Coach Eric say, I like using OPM. Said, I like it too, Coach Eric. All right, while your cash stays liquid, you know what I'm saying, and it's working for you, use OPM, use other people's money. This is how businesses actually operate. This is the game. All right? It always surprises people, but how many of y'all have a business right now? How many of y'all own a business right now? And if you do, I want you to start thinking about business credit more. If you have already, congratulations. But if not, it's time that you start thinking about business credit more. How many of y'all want to have passive income? You've thought about starting a business, but you don't know what to do. You don't know where to start. You don't know how to begin. You need help. I'm asking you a question, so y'all let me know. Let me know in the chat. Don't tell me everybody got their shit together. Everybody got their shit together. Okay, well, hey. That's what I like to see. I want y'all to own something. Here we go, curved complex. Chill. Yeah, that's what's up, Monique. As long as you working on it, still need help. That's what's up. Cause listen, y'all, I got you, be lovely. You know you locked in. You finna be a big on real estate investing, be lovely. But yeah, hey y'all, check this out. Slow motion beats no motion. Whatever y'all want to happen, if you work towards it, just 1%, all it takes is 1% every day. It's the people that put in none. It's the people that don't do no motion. Nothing from nothing leads to nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me, face that. No, for real though. No, seriously though. You know, all jokes aside. On my face that. For real. For real, man. All right. Poor people borrow to consume. Rich people borrow to produce. That one shift changes everything, y'all. Credit is not your enemy. But if you ignore that shit, ignore ignorance of how to use credit is the enemy. Now you know. Use it for things that make money, not things that spend money. Now, entrepreneurship. Because don't nobody want to, yeah, a lot of people like, Coach, I don't want to own a business. I'd rather work a job. I want to work, go mop the floors, okay? Go put the fries in the bag. I'm not mad at you because somebody got to put the fries in the bag for us. Somebody got to mop the floor. Be the best floor mopper that you could be too. Okay? But a job is someone else's dream with your labor attached to it. Think about that. The job that you at, somebody else dreamed and came true with this shit, and your labor is making it come true. I want you to build something of your own in 2026. You have no excuses not to. If you like to work, start your own business and work at that motherfucker. Okay? If you don't like to work, start your own business and hire other people and have them do all the work. Delegate the work to other people. You put together the operation. I mean, come on, y'all. This shit might be uncomfortable to hear, but again, I need y'all to hear it with love, not judgment. A job is someone else's dream and you're making it come true. That's not me saying quit your fucking job tomorrow, because your job keep the lights on and I respect that. But a job alone in 2026, that's not a financial plan. My first real job, like with a W-2, was KFC when I was like 17 or 18. Chase. But before that, I was raking leaves at 13. I was raking leaves at 9 years old, taking out trash, cutting grass. I was always hustling. Listen, I grew up in the worst parts of Atlanta. And man, listen, when your refrigerator empty as a kid, no offense to my upbringing. I love my parents. My mom, my late mom, she passed away in 2024. You know what I'm saying? My dad is still alive. But yeah, they separated. Not to tell my entire life story, Chase Band, since you being nosy and shit. Want to know my first job and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had a rough upbringing, right? And in Atlanta, when y'all see those videos about those kids in Atlanta with the water bottles and shit, that shit is real. Okay? That shit is real. We didn't do the water bottles, but we was cutting grass. I was never a water bottle boy, but they used to do that shit too. They used to go into parking lots and tell you, hey, we play for this football team and we need a donation and shit, and then people will donate money to them, but they really finna go buy a loaf of bread and some fucking bologna with that shit and feed their family with it. You see what I'm saying? We used to cut grass. That's or rake. It was a lot of leaves, a lot of trees in Georgia. We raking leaves. We taking out trash. We going to the grocery store. I did it to buy my own pair of shoes because the kids would make fun of you if you didn't have name brand shoes. And my mama ain't get no fuck about none of that. Like, shacks, lugs. She buying this shit. She bargaining. You know what I'm saying? She got 4 kids. You know, we getting the 2 for 89 felines. You feel me? I'm getting carried away. I'm reminiscing. I'm giving you, my childhood. I didn't have it. We didn't have it. All right? We didn't have it. So I can appreciate things. My point is, entrepreneurship is the way. All right? I'm getting carried away, but I just wanted you to know, I always hustled. I always liked entrepreneurship. I always found a way to make my own money. Right? And I ain't never want my friends running the show. Like, I didn't want to do with I knew that I had to do this myself, because either I'm gonna set this up and they gonna help me and do what I say, but I don't want to do what they say. I always had that boss. And I know you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. You have to supply. I have to provide the supplies if I want to be the boss. Okay? I gotta put together the operation if I want to be the boss. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. But anyways, in 2026, a job alone ain't going to cut it. It's a starting point, but too many people have made their starting point their destination. Think about what a job actually is, y'all. Good night, Elevate Essentials. You've been here long enough. I've been live for 2 hours. Think about what a job actually is, right? So one income stream that can be taken from your ass at any moment. You could be laid off. You could be fired. Anything could happen. The company could restructure. Anything. AI could take your fucking job at this point. So when that one stream disappears, if it's your only stream of income, you are in a crisis. You're in a crisis. That is not a financial security that you got, that you think you got. That is a financial dependency wrapped in the illusion of stability. Your job is not financial security. Your job is financial dependency wrapped up in the illusion of stability. Chase says, yep, I got fired too, bro. Now I need to focus on trading. No, you need to focus on cash accumulation. You need to focus on building assets. You need to focus on passive income. I just told you, Chase, you ain't been paying attention. Chase, you ain't been listening this whole live stream. I've been telling you that's fucking trading ain't gonna do it. You need buying power to trade. Okay? You can't trade without buying power. How the fuck you gonna trade? What she say when Craig asked her to borrow $100? What he asked to borrow her? He asked Debbie and his mama to borrow $200. They said, why the fuck would I let you borrow $200? You ain't got no job. You can't pay me back. That's what I'm finna tell your ass right now, Chase. How you gonna trade when you just got fired on your day off? Stealing boxes and shit. Chase, you just got fired on your day off stealing boxes, talking about you finna trade. Yeah, so start thinking about what assets you want to build, what passive income you about to get. That shit figured out. Without even thinking about it, though, you will never get it. We all trip, twin. We get back up, though, no doubt. Hey, getting fired ain't a bad thing. One door closes, another one opens. I'm just talking shit. I hope you know I'm just talking shit, Nolo. I made sure to save $6,000 in case this happened. Well, that $6,000 is not trading money. That is your high yield savings account money, buddy. You want to make sure that money is for a rainy day, and you need to start building some assets using credit. You don't use the money out your pocket. Have you been listening? Have you been listening? Now let me show y'all what you can build, right? Like I said, you can do drop shipping. You can do all type of shit. All type of shit. Government contracting, get in the healthcare business, service businesses, junk removal, pressure washing, cleaning, hauling, anything. I do coaching and consulting. I got service businesses. I do government contracting too. I got music available on all streaming platforms as well. Y'all, look, if you type in this on Apple Music or Spotify or Pandora, I'ma pop up. Me, yes. Coach Price, Ironworth Trading. I just told y'all my stage name. I ain't never promoted my music, not one time. That's how much I don't give a fuck about the music no more. Since I started entrepreneurship, my friend had to tell me, I said, I ain't got no assets. When I first started this journey, he said, yes, you do. Your music is intellectual property that you have monetized. I just didn't realize it the whole time. It takes you to invest in your assets for them to grow. You got to invest in them. I got a book. I got music. I got 2 companies, right? I started building assets and they start paying my bills for me. Next thing you know, hey, I can say, fuck this job. I'm finna focus on these assets. And then people like, hey, do you trade full time? Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no, no. I'm just playing, y'all. But for real though, why the fuck would I want to trade 8 hours a day? I get in that market 9:30 to 10:30, maybe at the longest I'm out. Maybe 3 to 4 I'm out. Okay, maybe 9 to 11, 9:30 to 11. I might sit at the chart for a couple of hours. Cool. Who the fuck finna sit in front of that chart for 8 hours though? Or people be like, is trading your only source of income? Fuck no. Hell no. To the no, no. I need a hell no button. No. It is a main source. It's a healthy source, but not necessarily. Not when you reinvest in it. Can you really call it income if it's getting reinvested? Okay? Create other sources of income, please, and then take that income and invest it. You trade, you take that income and invest it. You need to be investors. Become investors. Make it a habit. Make it a habit. Next topic though. I don't want to get too caught away up on that. I need employee mind, owner mind. I want y'all to go from having the employee mind to having an owner mind. Okay? The shift from being an employee to owner is not just a business decision. Y'all finna have this mindset transformation. See, an employee is gonna ask, what do I get paid? An owner is gonna ask, how do I generate revenue? An employee is going to wait to be told what to do. An owner is going to create the system and lead. An employee is going to avoid extra responsibility. An owner is going to take full ownership of whatever the fuck happens. Which one are you showing up as today? And be very clear about it, because we almost done with this section. I got to land this plane. In 2026, every last one of y'all got access to the internet. So y'all got AI tools that can help you build the website, help you write the content, help you design the logos, help you analyze the market in minutes. You got YouTube tutorials for literally everything for literally free on YouTube. You got social media platforms where you can build an audience and monetize it. You got SBA loans where they helping small businesses, is that the right term? Disabled is what is it? What's the right term? Yeah, I think it's disabled businesses. Disabled only. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm butchering it. Basically, they have set asides for all types of businesses. Black owned businesses, women owned businesses, small businesses. I think disabled businesses, like if you handicapped and you own a business, I can't believe I'm trying my best not to hurt nobody's feelings or offend anybody. So I hope I just didn't say that wrong. But y'all get the gist of what I'm saying, right? They will help you. Government grants, business credit, etc. So you got access to platforms that didn't exist 10 years ago. The only thing that's missing for a lot of y'all right now is just a decision. You can't even figure out what the fuck you want to do for real. You got analysis paralysis, but this is what I want you to do. Figure it out. Temp, what's happening? I'm glad you made it. Temp, I ain't even see you. I'm sorry. Finally made it. Temp, what's happening? So yeah, y'all, the only thing that's missing is a decision. Y'all need to make that decision tonight though. Not next week. Not when you got more money. Don't wait till you got more money. Not when the time is right. Right? Because the time is never going to feel right. Make that decision tonight. Take one action tomorrow and then build from there. That is how every single successful business ever started. It started with a decision. Y'all don't got no more excuses. Y'all don't got no more excuses. Tax write-offs. How many of y'all heard this saying before? Y'all heard about tax write-offs? Anybody heard about a tax write-off but never understood how it worked? Never got the benefit from it? Your life, I can promise you, your life is harder than it has to be because you don't get the benefit from a tax write-off. Not for real. Not business tax write-offs, at least. Not the right ones. Not the helpful ones, at least. I saved this section for last because this is one of the most impactful things that I could teach you, at least tonight. See, tax write-offs. So it's also called a tax deduction. Most people who are not business owners have almost no access to them. I'm going to say that again. Most people who are not business owners, they don't have access to tax write-offs for real or tax deductions, which means your ass is paying full taxes on every dollar that you earn. And most business owners don't use tax write-offs properly because nobody taught them shit. So let me break this shit down for y'all the simplest way possible, okay? A tax deduction reduces the amount of income that the government can tax on you. They save money through taxes, through these tax deductions. All right, think about what I just said. A tax deduction reduces the amount of income that the government can take from you. It's not money that the government gives back to you. It's money the government never gets to take from you in the first fucking place. This is a very crucial distinction. You're not getting a gift. You're keeping what is yours, okay? So let's say you earn 80 grand. Let's say you got 80 bands this year, okay? As a W-2 employee, you pay taxes on most of that 80 bands. As a business owner with $20,000 in legitimate business deductions, your taxable income drops to $60,000 at a 25% tax rate. That's $5,000 you keep every single year legally. Just because you structured yourself as a business owner and you tracked your expenses. Now, what can you really write off? You can write off your car. That means you can get some of that money back. Your business mileage, actual expenses, your home office. If you have a dedicated workspace and you use electricity, so a part of the electric bill, a portion of your rent, mortgage, utilities is deductible. Your phone and your internet, you can get some of that money back. The percentage used for business, at least, okay, education and training. Y'all know y'all spend a lot of money on courses. Y'all spend a lot of money on courses, right? Did you know you can get that money back as a tax write-off if you do it right? Coaching programs directly related to your business. Yes, even this masterclass counts if you're in a business, all right? So every time I go live, I'm giving away a $500 masterclass. So y'all getting the sauce for absolutely free. All you have to do is pay attention or spend time. You ain't have to pay no money or spend no money. All you have to do is pay attention and spend time. But let's say this was a paid course and y'all paid me $500 to be here. It's a tax write-off. It's a masterclass. Your equipment, your software, your computers, your cameras, your microphones, your streaming gear tax write-off. Business meals, Booker, at 50%. The food you eat when you on your lunch break. If you qualify for a trader tax status with the IRS, your trading related subscriptions that you have to pay for, the data services, even TradingView, even the trading education, all that shit's deductible too. All right, look into tax write-offs. Do your homework. Start a business. If nothing else, do the shit for tax write-offs, man. Come on now, y'all. What are we talking about? Do your research and you will see why I say that. I said all of that and didn't even show y'all the damn slides. I did it again. I've been so slow with my slides. I'll never make 60 slides again. First of all, it took me an hour to make the damn live stream, and then it's taking me 2.5 hours to deliver it to y'all. This is why they don't do the shit for free. My side hurting. Okay, I'm thirsty. I'm about to get up off here. I got about 7 more slides and I'm done. Y'all made it to the end of the road. To the end of the road. Till we can't no more. Face that. I told y'all I was gonna start singing and shit toward the end of the show. And we got 6 slides left. So, same. I already passed that. The business owner advantage. Let's look at this. Matter of fact. Yeah. All right, same $80,000 earned. The employee pay tax on almost all of it. The business owner with $25,000 in deductions, they pay taxes on $25,000. Do you want to pay taxes on $25,000 or do you want to pay taxes on $80,000? All right, every single year, that's your trading account. That is your emergency fund. That's your down payment on an investment property. You keep that money. You can use that money. The tax code is not your enemy if you know how to use it. And really what I need you to do, that's listening to me, form your fucking LLC. Form your business entity this week. Even if you don't form it, think about what it's going to be. I don't care how smart I don't care how small you of a side hustle you choose. I challenge you to get an LLC, open a business bank account, all business income in, all business expenses out, start tracking everything. Okay, it's a lot of free apps that make this shit easy. Or maybe find you a real CPA. Not TurboTax, not H&R Block. I'm talking about a certified public accountant who understands small businesses and investors. And then even their fee is a write-off. It's going to save you far more than they cost, I'm telling you. And one more thing, if you are self-employed, you pay yourself quarterly estimated taxes to the IRS. If you self-employed. So don't be surprised at the end of the year if you got a tax bill that you can't afford. I need you to plan for it. You need to set aside 25 to 30% of how much you make into a separate savings account and make quarterly payments. Your future self is going to thank you for it. I'm not a CPA, y'all. This is not tax advice either. Always consult a licensed professional for your specific situation. This is financial education. I'm here to teach. All right, I'm here to teach. I think I did that. But yeah, y'all better start y'all LLC. Oh, I don't care what it's for, because the truth is, it's for the tax write-offs. It's for the tax deductions. All right. This is the full picture. Let's bring it all home. We covered 8 sections tonight. We talked about cash accumulation. We talked about buying power, risk management, trading potential, passive income, credit use, entrepreneurship, tax write-offs. And I want y'all to understand this. These are not 8 separate topics. They are one ecosystem. They are all connected. They feed each other. The cash builds buying power. The buying power enables trading. Trading profits gets to fund the passive income. The passive income funds more assets. The business structure unlocks credit. Credit funds more assets. Assets bring more income. Income brings more buying power. Tax strategy keeps more of everything that you earn. This is one whole ecosystem. And I need y'all to get this before I close this out tonight, because that's what keeps me up at night as your financial literacy teacher. It's this shit right here. Inflation eating at your savings in real time. AI replacing jobs faster than most people realize, and Social Security may not look the same by the time you're ready to retire, OG, auntie and uncle, grandma and grandpa. So your employer does not owe you any fucking thing. They don't owe you loyalty. They will restructure. They will downsize. They gonna automate and bring AI in. So you will be a line item on a spreadsheet. None of this is meant to scare you, y'all. It's just meant to activate you. The only person who is responsible for your financial future is looking back at you in the mirror. Not the government, not your employer, not your family, not me, you. And the time you take Okay? The time to take responsibility for it is not when shit get bad. It's right now. While you got options, take advantage. While you got time. While you got access to information like what we just covered tonight. All right? Wake the fuck up. Wake up, y'all. We building here. This is a place where you could plug in at. Okay, so if you found value in what I shared tonight, and you might already be in my community, you might already have my number. We may have already spoken. I appreciate y'all for doubling back. Y'all my supporters, my family. Good night, y'all. Y'all can leave. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? I thank y'all for staying. For the rest of y'all who I've never met before, we go live on TikTok often. I post the replays on YouTube if you missed the show. I have a Discord community where I share watch lists. I show some trade setups. We hold each other accountable, okay? And you'll be in contact and you'll be able to pick my brain and ask questions and I'll answer them. I also do one-on-one mentorship for those who want to go deeper and take it serious. I have a book called How to Make Money Make Itself available on Amazon that covers the foundation of what I teach, okay? Here are your action steps, and I need you to do them. Again, open a brokerage account, Webull, Robinhood, whatever. Tasty Trade, Thinkorswim. Get in the game with the real account, even if you start small. Open a high yield savings account. Make sure you get you some emergency fund money saved. Okay? 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months of income saved. Form a LLC. Start a business. Stop procrastinating on building something. And y'all join the Discord. Hit the link in the bio. Or send me your name and your number and the best time to call if you're serious or you need a mentor, okay? Either way it go, surround yourself with people who are moving. All right? Surround yourself with people who are moving. That's it. I really want to make sure I leave y'all with I'm gonna leave y'all with this, right? Your financial future is not an accident. It is a decision. Every wealthy person you have ever admired made a series of decisions. If you're in the Midwest, I will have a live event, in-person event in Chicago coming up. Inbox me if you're in the Midwest area, anywhere near Chicago, because I want you to be there. You don't want to miss this. But yeah, every wealthy person you have ever admired made a series of decisions, sometimes imperfect, sometimes painful, sometimes made with incomplete information, but they made decisions and they kept moving. Y'all came here tonight for a reason. You are still here for a reason. Something in you knows that the life that you live in right now is not necessarily the life that you was built for. Something in you knows that there's more. I need y'all to trust that something. You need to trust that something. And not only trust it, act on it. Build something real. Ironworth traders, I love you. I appreciate every single one of y'all who showed up tonight and gave me your time. Time is one thing that none of us gets back, right? And you spent that time tonight investing it in your financial education, and that's already the decision of somebody who is going to make it. I will see you in the community. I will see you in the next live. I hope I see y'all at the live event. When will the in-person event be? It'll be in the next couple of months, Monique. Maybe even, let's see. That's why I said you can join the wait list and I'll give you a date. I'll get a date to you in the next week or two. We are finalizing the date. So if you want to join the wait list, please inbox me so that I can make sure I get you covered. But we pushing for August. Yeah, we pushing for August. It might be September. I don't want to lock in any date, so don't quote me. I will get the date to you, okay? So yeah, I will see y'all in the next live. This is Coach Price. This is Ironworth Trading. I need y'all to build something real.